You hear that? Yan yung episode 20.
Hey! 20 na pala tayo.
Yan yung preview.
Hey! I didn't notice you there.
This is weird!
This is
so weird.
Hi, my name is Arnold.
We're gonna use this.
This is Christopher Hermoso. Today we're gonna talk about rape.
Oh, wait.
Gaga, joke lang.
That's my favorite tag.
No?
Rape? Rape?
One of man.
That is a good thing to say.
I'd like you to know that
Habang nasa camera.
they now know your face, but...
No, they will cyberbully me. Fuck.
It's your fault for saying
This
that.
is on the preview.
Okay, fuck. Okay, since we
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Since we
take
all
it
have
seriously,
now
yeah?
like cameras, I think we should introduce
I'm a
ourselves.
feminist.
Wait.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Alright, his baby's alive. It's Arnold.
Yeah,
My
congrats.
baby! Oh yeah, right. Oh, my PC, yeah.
To add more, yung laptop mo. Ay, yung CPU
Yung
mo.
CPU.
Yeah,
Yung
my
CPU.
Yeah,
CPU.
his CPU got busted. The
Yeah,
PSU
and,
exploded, literally.
He got surgery recently. He's good now.
Okay.
Shit, I forgot mine for you. Nakagawa na ako sa'yo kanina eh.
Make it up.
Oh
I don't
god, I
care.
already had one for you.
You get to see the shit on air.
Yeah.
Oh god.
As it happens.
I think it had some... Oh no! He's the new face of the GIXcast.
Hey.
Christopher!
Oh, the best there is.
Like
The
us
best
on
there
Facebook.
was.
Yeah. He finally found where the podcast is being held. It's Mark.
Oh,
And I am your 3 title holder.
oh, hey, nice.
I'm Rowy. Hey.
Clap ka.
Okay.
Clap on camera.
Congratulations.
Welcome to episode 20, which marks our 5th month, if I'm good with math.
April, May,
Because that's
June.
4 per month.
Oh.
4 episodes per month. 20.
Oh.
So this should be our 5th month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we missed at least 2 episodes. So yeah,
I think.
5 months.
We did it. Big
We're
2-0.
still doing it.
And is that the reason why we're having cameras right now?
I've been thinking about it since like 2 weeks ago. Pero, I wanted to try doing it last time, pero
Okay.
Paolo said, since we're in a new location, maybe they'll be confused and he'd switch. So,
Okay.
We should have a green
Pwede.
screen or some sort, because we can insert shit all over the place.
maybe you can buy the green screen for us.
We can
I'd
paint
love to
the-
have a green
We
screen.
could paint the shit.
We're not painting this room that I don't own.
We could use. I don't know,
So does that mean like when we do LPs, we're gonna use cameras then?
I do not support cameras during Let's Plays.
Yeah.
But if you guys like,
But for this shit show.
yes, because they don't have anything else to look at.
Yeah. We usually have the...
Wow, because we're
icon.
all so beautiful.
Yes.
And
Well, my stand with face cams in games, it's no for Let's Plays, yes for streams. Because in streams, you need to interact with the audience, so it's good if they see your face.
Yes.
But with Let's Plays, if you're like a pure Let's Player who wants people to focus on the game, you don't want them to
yeah,
look
you
at your
don't
face.
really need to see the
Yes.
people behind it. Okay.
Unless you're like PewDiePie or something. I knew it.
Bro feast!
Hey,
Bro
bros.
feast!
Hey, we bro fisted on cam!
Hey man.
You sell out.
You like PewDiePie? PewDiePie.
God. Right. I also wanted to thank, because we've been using the intro for 2 episodes now.
Yes, Mr. Atom Portillo, I think.
I don't know if it's Portillo or Portillo.
Johan's friend, thank you for
Thank you.
The intro, which you're gonna hear now.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Hey, episode 20. Yeah, boy.
So before we start, with the usual geeky stuff, let's just look at Mr. Christopher's work. If you're
What's work?
if you're a usual follower of the
okay,
Geeks,
okay.
if you're a usual follower of the GIXcast and geeks in general, you probably already know that we finally have a Facebook like page
Yes.
active.
After more
Yes.
for doing this
After
thing.
5 months, we just talked
Yeah.
about it. 5 months of bullshit, and we finally put up a like page.
I'll tell the
Okay.
story because he's actually been lobbying for it for like a few months now. But our usual reason is pag sumikat na tayo or if we got famous, then we'll do the page.
Since
Famous.
it's never going to happen, so might as well do it.
Yeah, because this could help us get famous.
Little do we know, we need
this to get famous.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been doing this as a passion project because we like this.
Yeah.
Thank you for sticking around.
Yeah, but since Mr. has a degree in social media and media in general,
Yeah, sure.
has time to work on this, we have a like page. You probably already like this, but if you don't, it's in Geeks Night Gaming.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/GeeksNightGaming. And, we're gonna post there. It's gonna update when a new video is up on YouTube. We're also doing some usual admin stuff.
Yeah.
If you,
you should just go there to say hi, post shenanigans, all that stuff.
if you're a liker of any other, fan page, like, post memes. Like, Hill already posted his first meme today. Of course, it's initial D, because it's Hill. So yeah, Hill keep doing God's work.
And chances are, if you're gonna to our listeners, if you're gonna talk to someone on the page, chances are it's this guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Christopher Hermoso.
So yeah, like we said, now you can also post your questions there, or there's a send message option in the page if you don't feel like opening Gmail.
Yeah, because who does?
Finally,
Honestly, it's harder for them to engage if it's not on social media.
So,
I mean,
are we gonna make a Twitter now?
Are we witty enough to make
social media
an Instagram?
Oh God.
No.
Okay, enough with this.
Alright.
So thank you, Christopher.
Go on to our weekly segmented bullshit.
Wait, and then before that again, something we forgot to mention last time. Lawrence is dead.
Yeah.
For maybe a month or two. Yeah, he won't be joining, so if you miss his bullshit, he's gone for now. Emman might start coming back next week, because
to be clear, he's not dead. He just has a.
Well, you guys said I was
going on.
dead when I was gone, so I'm just returning the favor. Emman might come back, so might Josh.
Yeah.
Josh is back as well, right?
I'm just thinking, like, what if there is a time where one of us actually dies?
No, come on.
Okay, guys, he's really dead.
Okay.
That's gonna suck.
This is gonna sound morbid, but I have an outro song ready for that moment.
Where are you going with this? You piece of filth.
Hopefully, I don't ever have to use it, but if it happens, I have the perfect outro song for that moment.
Make it tasteful. But I probably won't.
No, it is.
Okay.
It is. It's perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this a Persona
Yes.
song?
I will never leave.
I thought every one of us has a unique song.
And also, I have another song ready for when one of us officially leaves because they have to move.
Yeah.
I have another song for that. But yeah, just in case.
Is it another Persona song?
The other song, Nevermore.
I know.
There's one for one's dead, one for when one's leaving. It's perfect.
And one when someone goes to jail.
I think we're...
Hey, that works. I'm adding that to the list.
Persona reference.
Wait, what's the jail one?
P5.
P5.
Okay.
I mean, that's not what the ending is,
the one
but
where
it
someone
fits.
dies.
No, I'm thinking of the actual songs. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so, guess we should start. Mr. Mark, obviously everyone can see the script that you're holding. Is that anime?
Yes.
Perfect. We're in the drawn media segment. Please start.
Yes, please start.
I'm just gonna adjust the aircon.
Do you want to talk about anything else or something?
What the fuck did you bring the script for?
Okay.
This is your moment to shine.
No, I think he's saying he's gonna take long. So if anyone else,
wants to make a sandwich.
Alright, fine. Since you're gonna take long, I'll start with the drawn media.
Okay.
Just like, as I said last week, I'm still, delving into catching up with Marvel events. Right now, I'm in the middle of reading the 2013 event, Infinity. To, summarize it, Thanos comes back, the Infinity Gauntlet is broken, and Earth is being invaded by, creationist aliens. That's it.
What do you mean by creationist alien? This is
Not
a religion thing.
Not creationist as in,
men
the
and
way
dinosaurs.
of thinking.
Okay.
I mean, they create stuff. They're creators, they're builders.
Okay.
I'm not done reading it yet because I've been doing other stuff this week, but yeah. Because the only reason why I'm reading up Marvel events is because I just want to catch up on Spider-Man. That's it.
Okay.
Because if you guys listened to last week's podcast, I'm a follower of Spider-Man and Venom. I have now officially caught up on Venom and Spider-Gwen.
Speaking of that, I was disappointed that they didn't include Peter Parker in the extended Spider-Man storyline.
Peter Parker? What? P.T. Parker?
Peter Parker from the...
Maybe you mean Spider-Ham.
Yes.
He's in Spider-Verse.
Nice!
Spider-Ham and Spider-Gwen are good friends now.
Yeah, the pig guy, right?
Yes. His name is Spider-Ham.
He
hates being called Spider-Pig.
Spider-Ham is his alter ego. His human or like day-to-day self is Peter Parker.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah. He calls it Spider-Ham. Yeah, that's it. I've caught up on Venom. I've caught up on Spider-Gwen. The way I'm trying to catch up in Spider-Man is I'm gonna read the actual Spider-Man comics. Then when I reach a Marvel event, I'm gonna read the event.
Oh.
So that's what happens.
That's gonna take a long time.
Yeah, that's what happened. I started reading Spider-Man after the Superior Spider-Man event. If you guys know, Superior Spider-Man is when Dr. Octavius got control of Peter Parker's body, and he became Spider-Man for around a year.
Yeah, that was around in 2013.
No, this is 2012.
Oh, 2012.
Last year, I read up to that point. So this year, I started from there. And now I've caught up to the Spider-Man start in the Infinity storyline. So I'm gonna read the Infinity storyline. After that, I'm gonna read Original Sin and then Secret Wars. Secret Wars is when Earth 616 and Ultimate converges together.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like
That's
before Civil War?
Yeah, that's 2015, and then
they have a new Civil War 2 or something like that.
So after I read the Secret Wars event, I'm gonna read Spider-Man again up till his part in Civil War. Then I'm gonna read Civil War. So that's how I plan on doing. So what
year are you caught up into? 2015?
For Spider-Man, I'm caught up to 2015.
Okay.
But I'm reading the events of 13 right now, then 14, then 15.
So you're binging on all things Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's my actual Marvel bias.
Where do you buy these comic books?
I buy comic books in Robinson's Manila.
Okay. Let's just leave it at that.
Leave it there.
I'm not wrong. Yes. I'm not wrong. I'm not lying. I buy comic books in Robinson's Manila.
Right.
That's all you need to know.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Where do you watch anime?
If you're interested in buying other comic books, there's also Comic Odyssey. You know, so go there if you want to buy.
Oh, and I also
for our friends in the Philippines.
I also used to subscribe to Marvel Unlimited. That's a $10 monthly subscription where you can read unlimited Marvel comic books digitally. They update regularly. You can read, I think, maybe a week late from physical copies.
Yeah, I know this is just for Marvel, but I only read Dark Horse Fable. They're not part of Marvel, right? Dark Horse is DC?
They're not. Yes, they are. I think so.
Okay.
Wait, Dark Horse
Comics.
Yeah.
I think they're under the same banner, but they're not the same.
I mean, they're not gonna cross over and stuff. But it's kind of like Watchmen, where now Watchmen is crossovering
with DC.
Yeah. But Fables is really different. Have you caught up? Have you finished Fables? Because Johan and I discussed it last week. We haven't.
Yeah, I haven't finished Fables, but I'm way past where you guys stopped. I think you stopped at around chapter 105 or 10.
I'm pretty sure.
Mr. Dark.
I'm pretty sure I know that character.
Because I'm already at chapter 130 and I still haven't finished.
I think I'm in 120.
Because the series has been done since 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended at issue 150.
Yeah, so after Marvel, two things I have to catch up. Fables and the 2016 issue of, we mentioned this before. Saga. I haven't read the 2016 issue of Saga yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my cartoon segment.
You guys have?
Mine, I didn't have any. Aside from, nothing. How about you, Arnold?
That's kind of hot.
No.
Doge, but
just Doge. That's just a nightly
I'm good.
All right, Mark.
Take
your
it
time.
away.
Your time to shine, boy.
Go.
I watched the Konosuba Season 2 OVA, and it's pretty good. The one thing I liked about it is giving Aqua more credibility as a goddess. Because most of Konosuba is about Aqua being
Konosuba is he
It's
was
the
resurrected
isekai one.
in another world.
Konosubarashi, it's about Kazuma going to another world with Aqua, the useless goddess.
This is the guy who died on the first episode, right? He pissed himself to death. Okay.
Yes,
Ah,
yes.
yeah. I
Wait,
still
he
haven't
pissed
watched
himself
that.
to death.
Yes, yes.
As in piss. As in literal umihi.
Yeah.
More of shock to death.
Yes,
He was supposed to
shock
save
to
a
death.
girl.
Yeah, he was supposed to save a girl
like,
from
a speeding van or something like that.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't a speeding van. It was actually something really slow.
Yeah, it wasn't really
But
speeding.
he kept peeing his pants, and the doctors were laughing at him too much to operate on him. And when his parents went to look at his corpse, and when they told the parents that he pissed himself to death, they also laughed at him.
Wait, what's Konosuba ba?
Wait, we have discussed
I
this
know-
before, eh. So
Yeah.
It's an anime. It's an anime.
Right. Oh, okay. I think I forgot. Okay. Go on.
I actually wanted to start
I'm-
this,
I'm
but the
cool with
comics
the
started
guy.
piling up, so...
I mean, it's way better than your series.
What my series?
That Sensei one.
Oh wait, okay. I'll do it later.
Both your
After.
series, because you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
watched
you guys
that.
watched that.
Yes.
Yeah, the Ero manga Sensei.
Oh,
I still haven't watched episode 3.
Okay,
Yes.
so, yeah.
Oh,
continue.
I know. I should
and
catch
they
up
gave
on that.
Aqua a little bit of time because I have not read the light novels, but I've heard that Aqua in the light novels have more hidden talents. Being the god of party tricks, he has numerous useless talents that comes useful at certain times. One of the talents that was revealed here is her ability to make robots out of paper cartons or something. So it's very interesting.
Huh.
Milk cartons. So yeah, I
It's
really like
like
that.
Danbo, like that.
Yeah, milk cartons. He makes a robot out of milk cartons.
It's Aqua,
Aqua, the
good,
useless
and a good
goddess.
character.
He's the useless goddess. The
I mean-
the blue-haired chick.
I didn't watch it, man.
He's-
No. Is that character like with the protagonist?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the first one with the
she's
protagonist.
part of the main cast. Like, this is the guy
Oh,
who pissed himself.
is she the leading lady or something?
No, she's not
Ish.
the leading lady.
Because
she's
there-
like
there,
the-
There are 3 girls.
But she's one of the main.
Yeah. Because there's a
main
paladin.
character.
She's the
witch,
first
and-
girl
yeah.
in the series. But
Okay.
there's no hint of them having a
Romantic.
blossoming relationship,
Okay.
which is what I like
I
about
mean,
the
it's
series.
a comedy manga.
Yes.
It's a bit harem-y-ish.
There's There-
It's
in the-
harem in the sense that
in the light
one
novel,
guy is
there's
surrounded by
hints.
multiple
Is it
women.
like the comedy of like Bakota Test, something like that?
no.
No, it's
I
not
mean, in
that.
terms of comedy romance, like
No.
No, it's not that.
There's barely any romance in the series. For the first 2 seasons.
It's just harem because there's one guy and there's multiple women.
Okay.
He's a thief and he has 3 girls in the party.
But there are hints in the light novel that the explosion chick likes the guy or something.
Yeah.
So that's what I liked about
Konosuba
OVA.
is the anime that plays off video game tropes.
Okay, yeah, okay, I remember that when it was just us
Yes,
three.
you also talked about this on the first episode, I think.
I don't
Really?
remember.
I think
Konosuba?
so.
We were there. I was there.
Yes,
We were
that was
there.
the Discord one.
Right.
Episode 1 was the only one where I think were we complete back then?
Yes,
In
because we
Discord?
tried over Discord.
Yeah. I think we were complete.
That
Yes.
was the shittiest one.
Yeah,
because
We'll try on Skype.
And with the announcement, with the OVA release, the announcement of a new anime project for Konosuba, they don't say season 3, so I'm keeping
It
my
might be an OVA.
I'm keeping my heart
a movie?
close.
Live action.
Movie possibly. So yeah, it's anime, so it's animated. So it's either a movie, a short, or a new season. I would prefer a season. I don't like movies. They're too compressed. They're not enough.
No.
And this is also a comedy, so I don't need fantastic animation for such things. So yeah,
Okay.
another anime. I watched
That's a
Shingeki no Bahamut.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the script.
This
That's
is
the
it.
script. Okay.
I'll
Here
give
we
a
go.
summary of
Here we go,
Shingeki
here we
no
go.
Bahamut. In a world in which gods and humans exist, gods and demons exist, humanity suffers from demonic attacks and godly apathy until their king, Cherise, the 17th, arose. In an effort to free humankind from the fear of inhuman entities, he attacked the demon capital and cocytus and raise it to the ground. What the fuck, man? You're disrespecting.
Someone's taking a call. So, if the second camera suddenly disappeared on the video, that's Arnold's phone. Okay, so...
Boo!
Okay.
Boo!
He kidnapped some demons and used them as slaves to rebuild his capital, Anatheia. He turned his back against the gods who denied him the powers he needs to achieve what he wants, looting their temples and killing their agents, even banishing the former saint John the Ark, which I assume is based on Joan the Ark.
Yeah, probably.
Which is ironically popular in anime.
Jean is another
Pronunciation.
Yeah, pronunciation for her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's popular. He's also in Fate, in everywhere.
Yeah,
she is a religious figure.
Yeah, as long as
Why her specifically?
she is a famous knight, famous female knight. So
They like their female knights, na?
yeah.
So since they lock up John the Ark since refused to pledge loyalty to the king.
Actually, I'm kind of a little not really shocked, but I'm just that they used a female version of King Arthur for Saber and Fate Stay Night instead of Jean d'Arc.
They're like their waifus.
Oh, yeah.
They make every opportunity to make money.
Yeah.
Men don't make money in anime.
Wait. Before you finish...
If they're not gay. And if they're gay, they'll make money.
We have a point there.
Yeah.
Wait, before you finish that, can you just tell me what the genre is?
It's a fantasy adventure.
Okay, see.
So is it a serious plot?
Yeah, because you're
it's
telling it seriously.
It's a serious plot, but with funny moments.
Okay.
Let's be honest. It's fun. It's
Alright.
like the entire series feels like Disney. It has Disney elements, having a shoujo anime plot with a prince, with everything.
Okay.
So yeah, the series is from the point of view from Nina, a half dragonling, who came to the city to earn some money for his parents. So very Disney, diba? New call to action to a new city. So,
Is there a musical part?
It's an anime,
actually,
so I don't think so.
the OST is pretty good, eh.
Okay.
It feels very
But I
professional.
thought there was gonna be a musical number with like a magical talking
I mean,
animal.
it's an anime, so I don't think
Yeah.
so.
So this series is actually a sequel to an original, Shingeki no Bahamut Genesis. Shingeki no
It's not
Anyways, this is sequel. But to the creator of the anime, I need to watch the original to understand the characters, the setting, the lore. The previous characters from the series are introduced seamlessly, without me getting too confused. One of the characters, Azel, is an important character, a demon who's like Batman, trying to save the demons who were being impressed with the city.
Okay.
And with this assistant Mugro, who is a secret which will be revealed in the series.
Oh.
So, yeah. An interesting character is Rita, the zombie girl.
Vita.
Rita.
I thought Vita.
Rita. Which seems to be her friend from the previous series. Then, another character is Kaiser, which seems to have some kind of argument with Azazel with the treatment of demons. He's the captain of the Orlean Knights, in which John d'Arc was a part of. So,
I wonder if Hill also knows this.
I feel
I think
Hill-
she knows
Hill
it.
also
She's
knows
a very
this.
popular
Usually
series.
when you talk about an anime, Hill has a comment. So Hill, looking forward to your comment.
Yeah,
buddy.
let's wait for Hill.
To bash on your
I'll try.
opinions.
Okay.
Bash.
Okay.
Bash.
I'll challenge it. So, yan. The exposition in the series was seamlessly integrated. But the thing I hate about anime is their exposition is mostly delivered in long, lengthy monologues.
Yeah.
Like what you're doing right now.
It's okay. I have no visuals. Anime
Okay.
is a visual medium, and they
Okay.
should be
Yeah.
expressive.
Yeah, like they're gonna for example, the setting is in a school type setting, like
I'm just an ordinary high school boy.
yeah, and then the students are gonna talk about the threat, and then the teacher is gonna overhear and start talking about the threat in long
So
detail.
it all happens unnaturally. Why are you talking this way? Why are you talking now?
Forced exposition. It's not forced exposition. It's not seamless.
Yeah.
It doesn't go with the story. Why are you suddenly explaining this? Or why are you explaining it in this way? because the characters already know what it is.
It's more for the viewer.
There's more creative ways to explain the lore.
One example of this happens in the first series. The way they do this is Nina is a newcomer, so it's like
they have to explain everything to her.
They explain to her. So it's a convenient excuse.
Yeah.
They have a mural. Okay, this mural serves as exposition, at the same time serves as propaganda for the king. Because I'll mention it later, but because propaganda and the people is very important in the series. How the king when you convinces them to hate the gods.
Okay.
So, I have to say that Nina is a very good example of a Genki girl. The thing about I hate Genki girls is they're too
energetic.
Happy. Too happy.
I mean, that's their stereotype.
Yes.
That's their archetype.
They're too happy what I'm annoyed by, but some people are annoyed at it because they're too happy. Because I'm not as happy as her, and we're somehow annoyed with it. The thing about her is she makes us happy with her lovable quirks and shit. So he's the archetype done right.
Okay.
No, so the thing about her is she's very well animated. The way her expressions work.
Who animated this anime?
Animated by Mappa. So
Mappa.
they're the ones who made Yuri on Ice.
Oh, that's why.
I think they're the ones who also made Kagerui.
You know, at first, when I first heard of Yuri on Ice, I thought it was like a yaoi thing.
Yeah.
It is a yaoi thing.
It is a yaoi thing?
It is, how do I put this? It is not literal yaoi.
Yeah,
there are hints of it. It's a good story. The yaoi thing is just a subplot.
Kinda like Oran.
Is it a shoujo?
It is very much a shoujo.
Okay.
But it...
No,
but it doesn't play around with shoujo tropes. It's about a guy trying to become the best. That is not Pokemon. I mean, it's a good anime. I watched it.
But it is figure skating, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is figure skating.
I have comments
sports
for that,
anime.
pero I have criticisms for that.
For Yuri on Ice?
Minor ones. Pero another example.
How many pages do you have?
Another praise for Nina is, you know the problem with cute girls in anime? That they have too rigid of facial expressions.
Okay.
Oh, hey, we're back.
Oh, hey, 6-second camera's back.
The way they express emotion is using slight changes in the face, like color, like turning to red, or community.
How the fuck am I gonna sync that?
Oh, hey, the camera is back.
Alright.
Okay, yeah.
I'll make it work.
They express emotion in slight changes in the faces or color, like turning red, to communicate a change in emotion. That is not the case for Nina. For Nina, she has several degrees of emotions for certain types. From being frustrated to Bacchus to getting angry at the king, from getting excited with men to falling in love, or simply having good time. They all have, she has a different set of facial reactions for each, making me feel her as more of a real person. They gave an effort to how much personality she has.
How many episodes is this? Shigeki no Bahamut?
I think it has 24 episodes.
Oh, wow.
It's done?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's ongoing. I have not watched this recent episode, but it's up to episode 18 now.
So this was done after Yuri on Ice?
Oh.
After?
Before. After.
Okay.
This season.
Yuri on Ice is done, right?
Yeah.
If you want to watch, it's only 12 episodes.
Wait, is Yuri his name?
Yes.
Okay.
There are two Yuris.
That's the name. Reason for the name.
There are two Yuris, a Japanese Yuri and a Russian Yuri.
Oh, okay, I like that. I like that, actually.
Another example of great animation in the series is the dance animation in episode 6. Actually, the entire episode was fucking sweet.
I thought it was just an entire episode.
Is it
fucking
sweet feeling or it's fucking sweet?
It's like
awesome.
a shoujo romance.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say sweet. The entire episode was fucking...
It's like, okay, here's the plot twist. You know, I mentioned the king, diba? He's the villain, Pero at certain times, he goes around disguised as a commoner. So he comes across Nina and he drags her on a date around town in a festival.
Okay.
It's very well done. Their romance is kind of rushed, because they feel they have only met a few times, but I can believe it, That's how. I'll give an example. When she was trying to drag her to dance, the way he pulls her to the dance ring,
Oh,
That's
drag
her
her
facial
to dance,
animation.
not
She
drugs.
was
Yeah, I thought drug. It's a rapey thing. Okay.
Drag her to
Drag
the ground.
her.
Okay.
Okay.
She draws her to dance. Tapos her Nina's facial expression says a lot. How she wants to, but she was so shy. But so very cute. Eh.
Mm.
Okay.
And the music builds up. And once they build up at some point, they dance to a flurry of
To a what?
to a flurry of movements.
Okay.
All of this done is rotoscope, and it's very well done rotoscoping. So
What's rotoscoping?
rotoscoping is drawing using human patterns. So, for example, you have a picture of a person dancing, and you draw over that. So
You use that as a reference.
to make it
Okay.
easier for the animators to draw it. It's been done notably in Disney.
Yeah, and
So basically, it's like an early form of motion capture.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it's still being done. So,
Mhm.
so usually rotoscoping tends to come out as extremely rigid, unnatural. Because mostly in animation, deformation is very important. For rotoscoping, it's very rigid. So it can throw you off, like 3D animation, because it's kind of unnatural.
Okay.
So, about King Cherries, he's kind of an interesting character. He came from humble origins. He was a son of a concubine. And he basically climbed himself to the top. He is presented as a villain, and he's kind of intimidating. He kind of, he broke the back of the demons, and he tricked the gods using their own weapons to destroy their armies. So, as a villain, he's very sufficient. But, he's not a two-dimensional villain. He does not hate his people. In actuality, he seems to love his people, to hang around with them. Because he hung around with Nina, assuming he was just an ordinary citizen. So, he was not a pompous rich guy. So, he's
But
down
why
to
is
earth.
he portrayed as the villain?
I think he's doing what's right, what he thinks is right.
Okay.
As a king, he needs to do something very, very terrible things. Pero, he believes that this is the right thing to do. Because, from his point of view, the demons were actually very terrible. It's very point of view. And also, gods did not help. They were just there to be worshipped.
How many episodes is this already?
18.
No, 18. Wait. So
18.
there is
18 episodes now.
Out of
Okay.
24.
Oh, that's why you have a lot to say. I thought maybe it was like 2 episodes.
Wait, are you really gonna use those 3 sheets of short bond paper?
I mean,
how many
he prepared.
pages?
I mean, he prepared. He got it.
Okay, another example of good animation is the way
Here's our
they
anime
animate
section.
their quirks, little habits. For example, one example of this,
We don't have
example,
that much news, so.
one example is the way they walk, which can be seen in episode 13. Okay, John D'Arc is a former soldier, so the way he runs is very normal. Rita is a very girly girl, except for girly person. Okay,
A very feminine, girly person. So the way she
with
was
a bit of
animated.
deadpan. So the way she animates is very dainty. And Nina, being the ganker she runs like an Olympic runner. Very, very weirdly like. So,
This is a great episode to start having a camera.
Yeah.
she runs like
Hey,
this.
we gotta
Hey,
remember,
we,
like,
we can make gifs.
I remember like the intro to Persona 5.
We gotta use
Seriously.
all of...
Can move. Also, the little details in their background.
They're gonna go up on the internet.
For example,
Know
in
that, right?
episode
No.
6,
No.
actually I translated their language. They have their in inward language.
That is not Japanese.
That's not Japanese.
Okay.
It's mostly based in English.
Oh.
It's simple enough. It's really substitution of characters. So it's that difficult. One example is because, for example, Nina was angry at Bacchus for being a pervert. He actually drew out his face and removed his name from the soul sign because at that time they were selling at the festival. So because of she was angry at him, he crossed out his face in retaliation. So I think that was seconds in the anime, but they gave an effort to it.
Okay.
So I think I love those details. It gives more life. Another point of excellence for the series is the world building. World building is great. Besides the underlying mythology and races, the capital city felt alive. For example, they make an effort that the people be more of a factor. Like for example, after the gods declaring a state of war, a faction of the people who support the gods staged a rally against the king. So it gives you an idea that the people are not actually united. There were some factions that still resent the king.
Wait, is this a light novel? No.
It's original. It's based on a game. Pero surprisingly, it's very good eh.
So it's based on a game and it's made into an anime.
What game?
Of the same name.
Okay.
Shingeki no Bahamut.
Pero I've heard that the game has no story and Mappa just dinged it out.
They made it up.
They made it up. So all of the credit goes to Mappa.
Wait, now that you mentioned it came from a game, the title's kind of familiar to me.
It's a mobile game, I think.
Have you played mobile games?
No, but I hear about them.
Yes.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
the title.
Bahamut says someone in...
It's not an FF.
Or... Was
I look for gaming news on a weekly basis, so
It's like a
I'm gonna see titles of mobile games.
in Ragnarok.
So yeah, there are factions supporting the gods. And gives reason to the mural. Those murals, in the first episode, it's not only for exposition. It's there to convince the people that the gods are against them and that their only savior is their king. So it gives reason. So I appreciate that. It also gives reason for her keeping John the Ark alive. Eh. He keeps him in prison in a prison. Actually, I know where this prison is. It's around southeast of their city, southwest of the castle. Oh yeah, I know the
Southwest.
That's how they create their capital city. It's very the layout is very well designed. So yeah, he keeps John the Ark in prison. He does not kill her because this will make her merely a martyr. So
wait, does the whole story take place in this one big city?
Oh, one big city, and surprisingly, a lot happens here. So it gives reason for John the Ark to be in prison. So he keeps him alive and tries to convince her to join his side.
The king. Okay.
If she joins his side, he could stamp out the last remnants of belief in the gods in the city.
Are these reprints?
Reprints ang iba.
Okay.
What do you mean by reprints?
The reprints of his script.
Okay.
The city is also I know this concept. You know New Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas.
There's a term.
We've talked about that
Wait,
before.
Fallout New Vegas.
How well developed the world was.
Fallout.
You know the concept of gentrification, right?
No.
Gentrification?
No, I forgot.
What do you mean by?
Anyways, my point is the city in
Let's
this world.
explain what you were gonna. What
I forgot the
concept
term, but the concept is making a world that is believable, that could be real.
All right.
Okay. The city is situated in a river, so it gives more. It makes more sense because a city could not survive of this size.
Like everything in the world has consistency. It makes sense. Like it's fantasy, but the way that they built it, like of course this would be there, that would be there, kind of like that.
They even have a coliseum to satiate the people, like the Romans. So everything has a reason to be there.
So it's kind of a medieval fantasy.
Well, assuming Bahamut,
I think
dragon.
I'm not really sure if it's medieval because I think it's medieval. It has knights for the structure. I think it's in Italy. The structure seems like from Italy. The Colosseum seems to be a call to Rome.
What I mean is it's Middle Age.
I think it's
Swords and armor and
Middle
dragons.
Ages.
Okay.
It's Middle Ages. Anyways, the city seems to be built upon the ruins of the old. So, old city, which I have not watched the series, right? So, I assume that's the city destroyed by the Bahamut. So, look, I have not watched the series, so I could conclude from looking at the structure of the city, of its history. So it's impressive. Of the care detail. So,
Wrap this up.
I'm so sorry for the guy
That's
who's gonna
fine.
edit.
I already have an idea on what to put on your side of the screen when you take it out.
Because Mr. Popular here keeps on getting texts.
From my sister!
Oh, yeah.
the city is also well developed by the show because of the daily life shown by Nina. The way it shows daily life.
Okay.
She seems to really work well with these people. So she has friends in the city. So it makes the city have more agency. They even try to fight for Nina to argue against the king for locking her up because they don't believe of Nina doing the crimes that the king because of her. So that's over.
Okay.
You want me
How will
to?
you end your review, man?
Yeah,
I mean,
end it.
Yeah. Can't just start it.
TLDL. Too long didn't listen.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is rate?
What is rate? What is
But it's not
summary?
yet done, right?
It's not yet done,
Okay.
so I cannot say. But I'd say you must watch it because I think it's kind of underrated. The comments are like 200 comments per thread in Reddit. It's kind of
And I haven't heard about it in like anime groups.
I see it deserves more views.
Okay.
So
Give me a minute.
Alright. What can you compare it to? That's what Christopher likes to ask you. If you're a fan of this,
Yeah.
you're gonna enjoy that.
Don't watch this.
Sword
You don't
art.
like that.
I have not watched.
Sword art.
It feels like
It's too original. You can't compare it
it's
to
like
anything.
it feels like Western Disney. Yeah,
Okay.
So if you like Disney films,
Western. It should appeal to Westerners. It feels very.
The idea, the setting, the characters.
The plot progression it feels very Western. There's always everything seems to have a reason. I think that's a trademark of Western storytelling.
Mhm.
So yeah.
alright.
Fine. If it's Western, what's the closest series or movie or animation you could compare it to? Anastasia, Frozen. You said it was very Disney.
You can't compare it to anything.
It's
not
not original.
I have not watched many Western shows. So
Any anime, you
Any-
can compare it to anime, to any other anime of the same setting. That
Because
might
if
be
you say
similar.
if you say
They're
there's
all
nothing
awful,
similar.
They're all right.
Okay, fine. Let's end
All right.
with that.
So
To make up, I actually have a thing also. I forgot.
Mhm.
Wait, are you gonna finish your thought? Are you gonna finish your thought?
basically, Mark says this is fresh. Watch it.
just watch it, okay?
Okay.
What genre is it anyway? Sorry.
Adventure fantasy.
Okay.
7 Jean d'Arcs out of 10 or 8 Jean d'Arcs out of 10.
I'll give it 8 for now.
Okay. All right.
An 8 for now. Out of what? 100? A 10?
1 out of 10 then.
Okay.
Alright. I know what's your thing.
Okay, so Eman is gonna kill me
Why?
if I don't do this. Eman, I hope you're watching.
Oh, is it
What is
the
this?
manga that you guys have been
Yes.
reading?
What is this?
I barely read any manga, but okay. For background, a new manga just dropped.
Wait, before we go into that, and while you're starting to remember, Choa, what are you reading over there?
Crumbs.
From? Show it, man.
Show it, you motherfucker! That's why we have a fucking camera. Okay.
We're not sponsored by anything.
Yeah, we're not sponsored.
Papa, bitch.
But if you want to sponsor us, you know where to find us.
They're not. They're not.
All right. So what have you been reading?
Okay, so Emma's gonna run a new chapter has dropped
In your
from
life?
Domestic Nakanojo. There we go. I forgot the
Oh.
title. I'm trying to remember it.
How to domesticate your girlfriend?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that
I
sounds
think-
so wrong.
That's the English
Yeah,
like that.
the English
I thought
title.
it was like domestic girlfriend or something.
Yeah, how to domesticate your girlfriend.
Okay, so
Domestic girlfriend.
fine. So that's what it means. So I barely read any manga. I prefer anime actually, and this is one of the few things that I'm sorry you influenced Lawrence, but Lawrence influenced me on watching this. From Sasuga K or Sasuga K.
Have you watched
Sasuga.
the anime of that?
There's an anime?
Yes.
Oh shit! I'm waiting until the manga's finished.
I have not watched it, so
Yeah, it's basically a romance thing. I think it's a shonen.
Shonen romance?
Shoujo.
Shoujo or seinen. Usually with seinen it's mature, like good
I think
ending.
it's
Yeah, something
if
like
I
that.
remember, isn't it ecchi?
I'm not. There are ecchi parts, but I don't think it's ecchi.
It's not every chapter.
Boing, boing, or
Oh,
something
I
like
think I
that.
remember a few clips. Alright.
Yeah, whatever. So,
I think that
because to love Ru is ecchi.
Yeah, I think that kind of manga slash anime is starting to die down, or
It was a mid 2000s anime.
or at least they're not mainstream anymore.
yeah,
there was a time that ecchi
Everything was
anime-
ecchi.
Yeah.
They're
or
lonely
maybe we're
obsessed
just
now,
not looking hard enough.
No.
Lollies are in now, so...
Because I watched
lolis, isekais, and imotos are
back in high school. I watched ecchis that have literally no story, just pure fan service every episode. I'm looking at you, Bigata.
Bigata HK.
So
oh god.
Anyway, so so Sasugake, the writing style of Sasugake, if I could remember, I think he's more close to Dan Brown when it comes to writing, wherein Dan Brown writes his book, every chapter has a cliffhanger. So it's something like this. There's a slight of a twist at every chapter. Yeah, that's why you can hear us, me and Eman, and sometimes Lawrence be like, So the premise here is that, and I don't recommend it as much as I recommend Good Ending, because Good Ending is
a good story with a weird ending.
Yeah, plus it was the time of our lives wherein we were all emo and shit. So
I love you, Arnold.
Wow!
I feel like posting that picture
We
on the
need
video.
to post that picture. I love you, Art. I still love.
I know what I'm gonna delete when I get home.
Si Marion, man. Marion.
Oh my god!
Oh, si Marion, man. Marion, gapaw.
Shut
Not
up!
that Marion.
So anyway.
Moving on.
So I would recommend you guys read Good Ending.
Okay.
But
That was a mistake.
okay, just
Tell me,
okay,
Mark.
we understand.
Twice.
Okay, it's okay. We have like schoolmates liking the page. Jesus. Anyway, so like okay, so the story here is that guy, emo writer guy, likes teacher, but before that, oh god, I can hear the moans from here.
Yeah, he's imagining the setting.
So anyway, before that, but no, he gets
We're
invited.
adults, by the way.
He gets invited.
Sure.
He gets invited to like a mixer. You know, in anime, it's like, let's go on a triple date or something like that. So he gets invited to a triple date, and then with that, she meets a girl, and basically they fuck. So
What is this domestic kanojo blah blah blah?
yeah, this is domestic nakanojo. So what happens is they fuck, and then he loses his virginity, and then
Hopefully.
his dad gets remarried
To the girl.
to
The girl's family?
To the girl itself.
What, to the girl itself?
It's NTR shit, man.
Fucked up. No, he gets remarried, and then the mother is the girl's mother.
Oh, yeah.
So they become step-siblings. And then when they found out is that yung teacher that he likes is also the sister of the girl he fucked. So both of them, the teacher and the girl, are sisters, and they become step-siblings.
What genre is this?
Like what you just said, seinen.
It's a good ending, though.
Yeah, it's like good. It's more of romance,
Like,
to be honest.
Romance twists.
Okay.
Romance drama.
Because based on the
It
summary,
can definitely be a doge.
No, yeah, based on the summary.
It's a hentai.
No.
Without
Try
porn.
reading Parallel or Pastel. It has the same summary.
Wait, I know that.
I read a lot of doujins with the same.
It's not a doujin, Parallel or
Yes, yeah.
Pastel.
I forgot.
Is that the title? I read a lot of
fuck your
doujins.
stepsister, and the teacher is a stepsister also. Sounds like
So that's the premise of the
it
and
sounds like a doujin, eh.
and there's a new there's a new chapter that dropped, and me and Eman are like, okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, if there's a manga I want people to read, that's it. You know.
Who would love that manga?
I would.
Scrubs like us.
Oh god, no
See,
life.
Arnold,
At least for me, it's been years before I read the manga.
No boy.
have you read Kaguya?
Kaguya?
Princess Kaguya Wants to Be Confessed To. It's another famous one in.
Like I said, I'm not really much of a manga reader. I can count in my hands the number of mangas I've
It's one of the
finished.
best. Now read it.
You finished?
Yeah, I finished. GE.
Good ending?
Yeah, Good Ending. Suzuka. Most of them are romance. Oh, nga, no. That chick with the emo hair, mysterious girlfriend.
Girlfriend X?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a ton of Junji Ito mangas. And I forgot the last one.
Is Yuji Ito like the horror
Yeah,
designer?
the horror.
for
The
Silent
spiral
Hill,
one?
right?
The one who
Yeah.
made Uzumaki?
I finished Uzumaki. I finished the one where all the
Oh.
fish started moving inland or something like that. And I forgot the other one that I finished. Basta, it's out there somewhere. I think it was a doge too. Something about going 10,000 BC and back. But he's there. I can know it. Okay, it's a doge.
Is the cover the cave woman running?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a dojin.
I didn't read it, but I see it a lot.
Have you finished
What
it?
is that?
No, I didn't read it, but I just see it a lot.
What is that? It's a
I
dojin.
didn't read. Yeah, it's a Dojin.
It's a doge. It's a doge.
Are we finally doing the Dojin cast? Lawrence is in here.
No. When he gets back,
We
fine.
can't do it without Lawrence. It's gonna be his return.
Okay,
His
fine.
return celebration. The
Lord.
Doge cast.
So that's it. So that's the shit. Go read Good Ending.
We're
That's
finally
it.
being discovered.
With
The
Doge.
one time we use a camera.
we talk about Doge.
Alright.
Okay.
Do you need to clean yourselves now?
Mm.
You feel dirty.
No, I can't do that because I've read and finished Nozoki Anna.
Oh, okay. Wait.
That's the peephole thing.
Okay.
Lawrence
I
knows
feel
about
like
it.
I've heard about it before.
Lawrence knows about that. He knows.
Lawrence knows about peepholes.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Speaking of peeps, we have a teaser
Sure.
for the final Neon Genesis Evangelion film that people have been waiting for decades. Did anyone here watch Evangelion?
No.
Oh no, okay, so
I did not.
I'm not a huge fan. I saw majority of it, but I
I
didn't
think
really.
Hill.
Yeah,
Hill's
I
there.
mostly followed it on Animax. I think back when we had cable and Animax was a thing.
I only saw the memes.
Is Animax still alive?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got a notebook from them back in 2011. So
I'm asking if they're still alive now.
I don't know.
Was 2011 yesterday,
I
man?
don't know. Wait, I think I've watched.
Anyway, yeah, we have a teaser for the final episode for Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0. It's such a Japanese title.
So it's 4.
Yes. As of now, there's no date, but it's gonna be called The End of Evangelion. So this is gonna be the last one.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Then there's gonna be the Rise of the
Evangelion
End.
is the mecha anime, right?
Yes. Where angels come, where it's Doomsday, and they have to use. A lot of the plot is hazy on me. I already forgot. I did, as I said, I didn't finish it. So yeah, moving on. Simpsons creator Mr. Matt Groening is coming back to animation with Netflix.
Mm-hmm. He's the guy who made Simpsons and Futurama.
Futurama, yeah. This is gonna be his first new cartoon since Futurama ended, quote unquote.
That's good.
Anyway,
Simpsons is getting kind of stale.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Disenchantment. Disenchantment is a show about life and death, love and sex, and how to keep laughing in a world full of suffering and idiots, despite what the elders and wizards and other jerks tell you.
That's a really dark description.
The series will follow a hard-drinking young princess named Bean, her elf friend Elfo, and her own personal demon Lucy. It's based on a magical realm where anything and everything is possible, so expect to see creatures including ogres, sprites, harpies, imps, trolls, walruses.
Based on the write-up, it's giving me that Adventure Time feel.
Yeah, kinda. Like Adventure Time meets Simpsons / Futurama comedy.
Would the art style be the same with The Simpsons? Or
Probably. Futurama and Simpsons art, you can see the similarities,
Yes.
so
Pero-
it's his style. So you'll be able to tell it it's his.
So this is
they're
just
the same cinematic universe?
Yeah, this is just an announcement.
Not-
What? No?
Is Simpsons and Futurama the same universe?
No, I don't know.
I haven't heard
Maybe in
about.
the multiverse.
They have the same art style.
Do you want to start making a Matt Groening universe?
Cinematic.
I think it's groaning.
Groening.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
an Adventures Simpsons
Yeah,
versus
totally.
Futurama.
Well, if Jollibee can have a cinematic universe, why not the Simpsons?
JCU, yo. Come on.
Have you seen that thing where they say Jollibee's a girl?
Oh yeah. Because there was a post about Jollibee, something about in the internet where
social
Jollibee had to
media.
make a profile and it says they're female.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh my god!
Jollibee's a girl!
Oh,
It's
God.
my waifu.
What?
What? Jollibee's your wife?
Joke.
Sure.
Alright, so that's all of the cartoon news I have. If you guys have any...
For the Matt Groening thing, did they show a trailer or was it just a press release?
No. He just talked about it.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's gonna be in 2018, so...
Rick and Morty just dropped the new
Oh,
season.
yeah.
And I've been refreshing Netflix ever
Oh,
since.
wait.
Still nothing.
Episode 2?
So it hasn't aired yet.
No, the whole season. Yeah.
The whole season?
That's how Netflix works.
Nice.
No, I'm waiting for Netflix to drop it. I'm not sure if they're gonna wait until after everything has shown in Adult Swim.
It's time to go to the high
Because
seas.
I think Rick and Morty has a deal with Adult Swim, so they're not gonna drop everything on Netflix.
Okay. So yeah.
That would be unfair because if you had to wait on Adult Swim to see the other episodes when everything else is on Netflix, there's no point.
Right.
Diba?
Oh, and speaking of Netflix, Lucha Underground.
Oh.
It
About
dropped
it.
on Netflix.
Yo, season
But
1 and 2.
Not in the Philippine Netflix.
Ah, damn.
So, yeah, no.
You
No.
know what happened.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
If you don't want to give us something you want to spend on,
Come on, man.
something.
My office mates use my Netflix more than me. Fuck.
I'm still stuck in season 2, I think episode 4. I haven't continued yet. I will one day because it's hype.
It's just hard to download, you know.
Okay.
The app needed to watch Lucha Underground.
They have an exclusive app?
I don't know, man. Just go with it. Maybe.
Okay, in other news...
I don't have any more cartoon
animation.
news.
Okay.
So we're moving on to
Game
live
of Thrones.
action.
Oh, wait.
What?
Before you guys go wild on Game of Thrones, since we were speaking about Netflix, I and Lucha, I fit. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
You're pissing him off. He's throwing shit already.
I have a donut. I'm gonna kill you like Red Wedding, yo. Yeah, so I finished Glow.
Okay.
Glamorous
Alright.
Ladies of Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And if I could review on it, it's funny. There's only ever 2 plot lines. There's like, and like really small lines that they kind of touch on every episode, but it doesn't really mean shit. Like I barely remember the other older episodes. So the 2 plot lines is, Alison Brie slept with one of the other I don't even remember her name. God, the
Female or male?
male.
Okay.
She slept with Blonde's husband. Lady Liberty is the wrestler name. She slept with Lady Liberty's husband.
Okay.
So that's one of the recurring plots. And then the other plot is, they're trying to make a wrestling show. And I still stand by what I said the first time I talked about it. It is a good series. It's not gonna last long. I mean, Netflix, this is a series it seems like Netflix will drop. And people are already pressuring WWE
To
Network.
pick it up?
Yeah, the WWE Network. They have a subscription service, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
$10, you get to watch the PPVs. And
the pay-per-views. Okay.
yeah, me and Josh were actually trying to, but then we found out that you don't really watch the main shows. You don't watch it on that service. You can only watch the PPVs.
Oh, so no Raw and SmackDown?
Yeah.
And,
You have,
It's only for pay-per-views.
for the regular, you have to have another subscription service, Hulu. You have to go to Hulu to watch the regular shows. So yeah, me and Josh bailed out on that one. So yeah, Glow is good. Glow is a good series to watch, and keep watching it, or else it will die a miserable death. If Sense8 can get cancelled, this will get cancelled even more. And
it doesn't have that much fans.
It has much fans, but I think it's still too shallow of a story. It's not like it's not like Community wherein there's barely every story, but you can see like there's depth to it. Like when you go back, there's something new every time. This is like, okay, so there's a start of something. I do want it to expand or to have another sequel, because the ending though, if
they're setting it up to a new thing.
No.
Okay.
Everything that I just said about the shallow plot and shit, it throws all of that in the finale. Because in the finale, I don't want to spoil it to people, but things like shoot, work, those terms, if you're familiar with wrestling terms, they apply that in context to the story.
Oh.
And yeah, it's good. I can see its potential, but at the same time, nah.
And I heard from the Best Friend cast that they don't really show wrestling in it. It's mostly about the
behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's more
like about working up, stuff like that.
It's more of drama, yeah. And the cameos are nice. I don't know if you guys follow wrestling anymore, but
I don't.
there's like Brodus Clay is there, Karma is there, And, for more people, Johnny Mundo
China
is there. No, China's
Johnny Mundo.
dead. China is dead, you fuck.
What the fuck, Hermie?
I'm so sorry.
Johnny Mundo or John Morrison is there. And finally, I didn't notice because he's so jacked up now. Carlito is also there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I spit on the face of people. So yeah, that's it. The cameos are nice. That's why people are like forcing, come on WWE, do something like this. Do something like this. You have the money. Do it. And I'm good. That's the only live action shit I've watched.
Oh.
Ever since my internet.
So, by live action, are we only limited to series, or can we talk about movies?
Oh, yeah, movies, man.
Yeah, speaking of movies, I recently watched one. It's called Kita Kita, or
Hey.
I See You. It's the Philippine indie mainstream
Is that
thing.
the one with
Emboy?
Emboy?
It's the one with Emboy and Lysandra De Rossi. It's about a blind woman.
Oh, that's what it's
Yeah,
about.
it's about a blind woman living in Japan.
The jokes are, I'm ugly, but I'm funny.
Yeah,
okay,
stuff
okay.
like that.
Oh, that
Interestingly
hits
enough-
hard.
Interestingly enough, it was
This could work.
it was produced by our very own Papa P. Piolo
Oh,
Pascual,
oh,
yeah.
wow, okay.
And weirdly enough, one of the trivia is he was supposed to play the part of Empoy, but I could see that how that would not work.
Yeah. Casting of Empoy is actually
yeah,
good.
it was pretty good.
How was his acting though? Because he's a comedian. I don't really see him as an actor.
I mean, he didn't really bust his acting chops, but his comedic skills were on point.
Yeah,
There were some scenes and shots that I felt that the crew just kept on shooting, or they kept it in, because I felt that Alessandra, or her character Leia, was breaking character. And when Empoy did the jokes, she was just
Are
laughing.
the jokes like ad-libbed?
I very feel that they were ad-libbed.
Yeah, I heard about a lot of
Because
his
some of
jokes
the,
were actually
some,
ad-libbed.
Yeah, some of the jokes, I think half the time she was caught off guard and was really
laughing, yeah.
Really laughing, not as her character but as herself.
Yeah, Empoy is a really funny guy, man.
And it is a really good story, a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. Because personally, for me, I could see the twist
Okay.
coming, but it's still a very good film. It's way better than the ones our
Of course,
industry releases.
you know,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
are
Another thing I have.
you have refined tastes compared to
I am
Wait,
trash like you guys.
okay,
I just have the education for it.
Yeah, go on, because like I'm gonna ask something after your.
After that, I really want you guys to watch another film that's releasing this month. It's called Isang Daang Tula para kay Stella. It's,
Okay, I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw that
It's the
trailer.
guy with a stammer. It's JC Santos and
basically, he
Bella
has
Padilla. It has that
verbal
indie
or mental
feel.
disorder.
Yeah, he has a stammer
Yeah.
and he can only keep his sentences short
Yeah.
if he's not reading them.
Yeah, so he writes obviously the title it translates to 100
poems for
Yeah.
Stella. It's
Yeah.
his way to confess to his best friend,
Yeah.
Stella.
I actually saw that trailer and I'm interested. So.
That's his way of confessing to the girl that he loves her.
When is that coming out?
It's coming out. I think it's coming out sometime this month, this August.
Right, if you're planning on seeing it, hit me up. I might check it out.
Ooh, double date.
Yeah,
double date.
mandate.
Double date.
Hey,
Just us.
bring her to.
Oh,
Kita.
then we'll have a double date.
No. Oh.
No. I mean, you don't have to watch it with us, but you guys. I think it's gonna be a fun time.
I'm malande. There's a side that I don't show.
What? Kita?
No, not kita. There's a
Siya yung malandi.
There's
Ayun yung
a
ipakita sa
side of
atin yung
myself that
pagkalandi
I
niya.
don't show to people. You know it when I got fidgety and shit.
Okay.
Fidgety. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Fidgety.
Anxious.
Okay, just watch Kita and watch Isang Daang Tula para kay Stella. You guys in the Philippines, you should check it out.
Yeah, you can go ahead and spin on your own time.
Yeah.
I have a
Another
question,
thing,
though.
if this is a bit of news, I'm not sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's about kita
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
before you go out. Okay. I hate Filipino films. I will say this and I will defend this to a fault. I've watched them all. Not really all. Most.
Hey,
the
watch
main
Art-
line
Talking to
I've
the
watched-
guy with the media degree
I've
here.
watched, not the indie ones though, but I've watched, as the guy who
mainstream.
got pulled in watching,
Okay.
wait, I'm not yet done. So I watched,
As the guy who has 3 sisters.
yes, and other people.
Other people.
Other people.
I've watched like the one with John Lloyd, and Sarah Geronimo, the
Mainstream
Speaking
Filipino
of John Lloyd and
romance.
Sarah, they have another one
Yeah.
releasing against
Yeah.
Kita Kita.
Yeah, they shot in BGC. I saw that. So yeah, I don't. One thing I will always notice is that there is always a formula. There is always like the trope of like screaming matches, and then the guy may kabit, and then they're gonna fight, and then something like that.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say, but there are films that have come and gone that break that mold. You know,
Okay.
like that guy who couldn't speak.
Yeah. The guy
that's-
with the twin, it was...
Yeah, the guy with the twin who died. So because of that, he couldn't speak.
When was that?
It was a 2015 indie film.
Yeah, I watched Cinemalaya ko napanood yan eh.
Yeah,
If it's Cinemalaya, I missed
2013
2015 Cinemalaya.
Basta that was a good one. And basically almost everything they show in Cinemalaya, the indie stuff, they're really good.
They're
So I'm
really
just-
good, but some of them are too
Corny.
what, porny?
Horny.
Some of them are very gratuitous with their nudity.
No, some of them are really more of a slog to go through that not an average viewer could
Yeah, you need to be like a
Yeah, you can be-
connoisseur.
yeah, acquainted. Some of them are
indie films.
Yeah, some of them are not very... I can admit, some of the films, indie films, are not very approachable, but stuff like I'm Drunk, I Love You, or Kita Kita, they're very approachable to the Filipino audience.
Yeah, let's just say that some indie directors and writers make their films
Just for
with
them.
the audience and the festival in mind.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I'm not sure if we've talked about this in the cast before, but Senior Year, something like that. It's an indie film, but it talks about stuff and themes that are very accessible to the Filipino
Yeah, high
audience.
school life.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, so anyway, I was actually excited to watch Kita Kita, but then I heard what you said, that you saw the twists coming. And I'm
This
kind of
is-
like that while watching the movie.
This is coming from a guy who has spent 5 years studying media and
Yeah,
breaking it down.
But at the same time, I watch movies like that then, wherein, I kind of try
Yeah.
and follow along the story. I think,
Yeah,
people
us.
who consume media, chances are going to see patterns in the story. or
People
something
who
like that.
sit down and talk about theories in fiction do that.
Maybe
People who are stuck in TV tropes.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe
Yes.
maybe you can sense that from a higher degree. But what I'm just trying to say is, this one of those films that I won't be like, oh god, this is so corny, just move along. Or am I gonna like it in other
I think
words?
you're gonna like it because it's a film with written with heart. It was for my taste, it was a bit slowly paced, but I could see where they were going with it, and it had a very good payoff in terms of catharsis.
Okay.
Alright.
Are there gonna be like Filipino romantic tropes here? It's like,
I don't think so.
mag-aaway sila, girl's gonna run, and then guy's gonna do something.
No.
Okay.
No, you will not expect.
Okay. Now I can, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
With my sisters.
Okay.
Speaking of,
no, they actually watched it now. Okay.
So we have to bring someone else.
yeah, you know who that will be.
Maybe we're gonna go on a triple mandate.
Oh, triple mandate. Who's the other couple?
I don't know, man.
Alright.
Okay, another thing,
Paolo,
No.
they're releasing, if you've missed MMF 2016,
Ah, yeah,
of the
you posted-
best
you posted this
MMFs.
on the
Yes,
page.
I posted as me, if you guys didn't know,
Mm-hmm.
in the page. They're releasing the films that released last year, along with some other indie films in this year's Cinemalaya featured films. So it's not part of the competition, but it will be shown in CCP.
Is the one that got pulled out there? I forgot the one.
The
one that
horror
was-
one?
The
that?
horror
The horror one?
No. The one that got featured in
Saving Sally,
in
stuff
Cannes.
like that.
Oh, I watched Saving. We watched Saving Sally, right?
No, are you talking about the one with the dog?
Yeah, the one with
Oro,
the,
I think?
Oro.
Oro's
Yeah,
there.
Oro. The one that got
Yeah, 'cause they-
by PETA because they actually used
Yeah, they actually killed the dog or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah, it's still there.
Oro Mato Plata.
They're gonna release everything.
Okay.
Cinemalaya
alongside
is
alongside some indie classics.
the usual Cinemalaya.
Yeah.
Cinemalaya is usually August, right? When is it?
July to August.
Oh,
So obviously it's the end of July, so it's not this month, so it's gonna be in August, mid of August.
Okay.
So aside from that, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. I missed the last 4 Cinemalaya, I think. I think I watched
There was one year where Cinemalaya did not release because of issues.
Garbage movies.
No, panels and stuff
We are
like
not
that.
gonna defend you on that one.
It's a panel inside thing.
Oh
I
shit.
can't talk more about that because my professor was one who was
part
one
of
of the
the-
panel of Cinemalaya but and left.
I actually forgot. It's the animation.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go back.
But since we're talking about movies, I watched Lego Batman.
Okay.
Oh.
It is a good cartoon to it is a good Lego movies, man. They have this certain level of quality.
You think it's just a commercial, but they should throw feels.
Yeah, like the Lego movie. Like you never expected that to be as good as
I
it
didn't
was.
expect that film to be that good.
Yeah, to be as good as it was, to be as heartfelt as it
Yeah.
was. And they've always done this theme wherein it's not a normal animation movie. It feels like there's a guy playing with Legos. It's that type of theme, wherein, example, when they bang, when they shoot, not really bang.
Just when they bang.
When they shoot stuff, they don't say bang, bang, bang. They literally just say bang, 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 shlu, or something like that. So it feels, the way they do this, or with the old Lego movie, it always feels like it's a guy playing with Legos. It feels like you're playing with Legos and you're imagining it happening to you, and there's a certain level of quality that I don't think other animated movies. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying
So it's bad?
like, it's okay. Like it hits a sweet spot with me because, you know, if you're a fan of Batman, more particularly the live action Batmans, because like there's a nod to Adam West. There's
okay.
The live action ones, not the animated ones. It's good, and it actually brings in a lot more. It's not an isolated movie. It actually brings in a lot more. I'm just saying, Warner Brothers, whatever creative licenses they have, they're using it to their full extent. They're pulling things from like, other DC films and other, like, Voldemort was in there at one point.
Huh.
So,
Speaking of movies that
yeah.
are commercials, have any of you guys watched the Emoji Movie?
No, never planning on doing
Fuck
it.
that movie.
I've read the reviews. I'm not gonna watch it.
It's just
either.
ads.
It's just ads. It's just Sony and ads.
Okay.
It has a little bit of Inside Out, but it's bothered by so much ads.
Oh. Yeah, so, yeah.
Just the title Emoji Movie is enough to, like, make
Push-
me retreat.
Yeah, push
Like,
you away.
No.
Yeah,
No.
so Lego Batman, it's a fun movie, yeah.
So is it a solid 5 out of 10?
Is it a guilty pleasure?
I'm
Something
giving
like
it like a 7 or
Okay.
something. It's still a very enjoyable movie. It's not as good as Lego the movie was.
Oh, okay.
So that's it.
that. Okay. Alright, so, we
we're
doing
done.
it? We doing it.
You have a...
Game of Thrones!
Oh, okay.
Game of Thrones!
Alright,
And-
episode 2, season 7, episode 2.
Right.
It's a classic Game of Thrones episode. That's what I call it, because there's death, and there's sex. It's classic Game of
Let me
Thrones.
remember it. Okay,
Please don't moan.
The only thing that I remember is people are so unfair to Sansa.
What in people in our world or
In our world,
Game
in our
of
world.
Why?
Like, they like to bitch about Sansa being, for example, he complained to Jon for going away to Daenerys.
Yeah, sure, argument makes sense.
Yeah.
You're the king of the north,
Yes.
people need you. It's too dangerous.
Everyone agrees with Sansa.
Yeah.
Has winter come?
Jon, oh yes.
Yes, winter
Yes,
is gonna
winter
come.
Has come.
Oh, okay.
Has come.
That's nice.
Has came.
It's coming.
Has cometh.
The entire kingdom of Jon agrees with Sansa, and people still bitch about Sansa for complaining, rightfully. So I don't. Yeah.
In the internet?
Oh, yes.
Of the Stark family, who is still alive? I'm very
Jon
sorry.
Snow, Sansa, Arya, Bran.
Oh.
So everyone who was alive last season is still alive here.
Okay, that's
Wait, is
half.
the youngest? Oh no, the youngest brother is dead. He was
Yes,
he was killed by
He didn't
Mama
zigzag.
Boy.
So
Yeah, he didn't
half the
zigzag.
family is dead.
The father, the mother, the
Two
eldest, and the youngest. Yeah, but
The
four's
women-
dead, four's alive. So yeah,
Okay.
half. Nice.
I didn't talk about this because I don't watch Game of Thrones, but Ed Sheeran made an appearance, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
sang. He sang with the
In
guitar.
episode 1, right?
He had a guitar.
I had a bad joke that
What? Right,
Yeah.
Or he should go to Bran
Yeah,
and
and
when
say,
your legs
"Next
don't
one."
work like they used to before. And then there was one with what's his name? With Lannister, the brother, older brother.
Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie. When your hands can play the strings the same way because he has one hand now. He got cut.
Oh, he has a stump?
Not a
hook?
yeah. No, he has a prosthesis,
a fake hand.
fake hand.
Okay.
When you yeah. Anyway, yeah. As I said, it's a standard. It's a classic episode.
Full of setups,
Because
moving.
There's sex. There's
the boobs, eh?
There's the
Misandra's boobs was pretty good.
Yeah.
Melisandre?
No,
Misandra.
Misande and the dick. Are they dickless or
They're
are they
dickless,
ballless?
they're dickless.
Okay, the
He
dick.
just used
They
his
just
thumb.
really
He used his thumb
Yes.
to pleasure the girl.
Yes.
Oh, so that's why someone on the internet posted that guy and that woman and just scissors.
Yeah, because they're called the Unsullied. They're a mercenary. They were trained since they were children and chop off the dicks.
And the balls and
Yeah, 'cause
they pee through a
Think
hole.
of Janissaries
Yeah,
of the
because
Ottoman Empire.
like to put the mindset in them that you are not a person anymore.
Oh,
You don't have a life aside from being a mercenary. You're here to fight. So chop that off. Your knife now has no meaning except your job.
They're based on Janissaries of the Ottoman
What if they
Empire
have to
and
pee?
Spartans.
through a hole.
They have a hole.
They're like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're based on the Janissaries of the Ottoman Empire with a mix of Spartan tactics.
Yeah.
Wait, but is this from the books or
Yes,
they
from the
have?
books.
They have.
From the books.
Okay, well,
But just for the guys who don't watch Game of Thrones, currently the series is further than the books.
oh,
There is no book 7. There is no book 6.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no book 6,
Yeah.
and we are now in season 7.
So everything here is new.
Yes, but still written by George R. R. Martin.
still with his blessing.
I'm pretty sure.
It's written by him.
He's still alive, man.
Really?
George-
So he's
George
part
R-
of the script team, the
George
writing
R. R.
team?
Martin gave the outline to them.
Yeah.
But I think
they
they
had some-
make the script
Yeah,
themselves.
they had some artistic.
Yeah.
I think some are actually complaining that the script doesn't feel like God anymore. It doesn't feel as sophisticated as before.
Paolo talked about this last week, and I kind of agree with him. Like,
Mhm.
the early writing and pacing of Game of Thrones used to be a guessing game.
Yes.
Like, but the reason why things are a little more streamlined now is because we know who the main characters are. The first 4 seasons, I'd say, is a setup of how, like, the latter part is gonna be. Like, we don't know who the main character is gonna be. It's gonna be Ned Stark. No, he's dead. It's gonna be Robb Stark. No, he's dead. And it's gonna be Jon. No, he's dead. No, he's alive. He's the main character. Daenerys, raped, sold off, has dragons, still alive. He's the main character. Arya, we thought she was gonna die. I thought she was gonna die in the previous season. Still alive, killing people. She's the main character. So they're writing it now in the way that the story is ready to progress to like higher stakes.
So you
Not
have no
just
fears that they could die, or you still have a little doubts?
I
that-
think there's a little bit wishful fulfillment in the series now. Everything's
Yeah.
going so smoothly.
Yeah. So do you think they could die? Or
Even
no?
they
think
they can still die, but their deaths are now their deaths are gonna
Endgame na eh.
yes, parang it's gonna have something to do with progression of the plot and for the ending.
Oh.
Everyone who you see season 7 onwards are the main
Is this the
focuses.
last season?
No, there's gonna be another season, but season 7, season 8 are both half seasons. So technically, we only have 1 full season left.
Oh, so by half seasons you mean like 5, 6 episodes?
6 episodes. Usually, Game of Thrones season is 12.
Yes.
But it's still
gonna
an
be
hour
half and
long.
half. Yeah, they're both
Okay.
they're all hour
Yeah,
long
because it's
episodes. So
HBO.
you're watching 6 movies in 1 season this time.
Okay.
So anyway,
I
you're
love-
talking about like wish fulfillment, how everything's going their way.
Yes.
What about the assault of the Iron
Actually,
Fleet?
that's one of my favorite parts of last episode.
Yeah.
It's very over the top yet feels so right.
They suddenly
They
killed.
killed
they suddenly
It's just
killed
like
off.
a Lord of the Rings style, so good
like
type of thing.
because last
It's a
season
douchebag so good.
I forgot what's the name of this king?
Euron
Greyjoy. His last season he doesn't feel intimidating. Eh.
Yeah, he killed an old man and
He's
then
like
he claimed kingdom.
but he came out here like a storm.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill the entire fleet that has my family's banner, and I'm probably gonna kill my nephew and my niece.
That's the way his eyes sparkle with enthusiasm.
Yeah. And yo, did you see the 2 dead bodies of the
Sand snakes.
those
beaches.
Yeah, because
Those things they're dead.
but the ships have the long thing
Yeah.
at the front. It's
Yeah.
used for ramming.
Yeah.
One of the corpses was impaled on it, and then the other one, her whip was tied around her neck, and then she's hanging on the front. Like, yo, you can tell that this force was decimated with this outcome. And I want to ask you something about Theon. So people have been saying that no, Theon did the smart thing by running away. He lived to fight another day. While that may be true, and this might start off his redemption arc, I think that Theon, at that point, wasn't thinking smart. He was just a coward who ran away. It might lead to that, but how Theon felt at that point, I think he was just fucking scared.
Running away at that point is the smartest thing to do. Even if you're afraid, it's
No, yeah.
okay.
No,
Everybody's afraid.
I'm not against saying that it was the smart move to do, because it was. But do you think Theon thought it was a smart thing to do, or do you think he ran away because he was a coward?
I think he was I think
Was
he
it
wanted-
strategical, or
I think
was
he
it?
wanted to He was already
He wanted to
fighting. He
fight,
seems
yeah.
to be okay, but he sees his sister with the Euron's hand at her neck,
His axe at her neck.
axe at her neck.
Yeah.
So that was he gets flashbacks.
Mm.
So are you gonna say trauma as a sort of cowardice?
Yeah,
Is that so? You're saying being traumatized is being a sign of cowardice?
not really. Like, I mean, it's not about him being smart. It's his fear. Like, he's not thinking, oh, I have to run because it's strategic. No, I think he ran away because he was scared.
I think he was scared.
Yeah. Because some people are saying, no, he has a plan. He ran away because he's
He
gonna...
probably will have a plan
Yeah,
at some
but
point.
at
Or
that point, it was his fear.
which I can't blame him.
Yeah. He's Reek. He's not Theon
He's
right now.
broken at some
He's
point.
Reek.
He's still broken.
Yeah, he's still-
You don't come back that easily from that.
Theon- Theon's not back 100%. He's still... Some part of him is still Reek as a majority.
How long has he been broken? Like 2 seasons?
2 or 3? When was his dick chopped
He
off?
was in season 2. Season 3.
No.
Season 3. Season 3.
Yeah, season 2 was when he went against the
Betrayed.
Starks. Yeah, so season 3 or season 4 was when his dick chopped off. That's the
Because he had something with Ramsay.
you guys
blah, blah,
probably know the gif where Ramsay is holding
blah. Yeah, the
The
wiener.
lost
the
sausage.
The sausage.
because he's teasing Theon because he chopped off Theon's dick. Oh, sausage.
Because he was playing mind games with that man for like 2 seasons.
Wait, that was a dick? I thought
No, that was a
It
sausage.
was just a sausage
Oh,
meant
okay.
to be his dick.
Okay, okay.
And then another
God,
what do you call that? Arya found out that John's
That's it. I
King.
was annoyed with that.
Why?
Why at that point did she just no?
She never heard. No one was talking about it.
John being king of the earth is big news, and she would have heard of it long before he went to the crossroads.
No.
It's a big deal.
No, maybe no
He
one
was
was.
talking with the Lannister soldiers, and they would have mentioned it.
Not really. They might not have reason to mention it.
Okay.
But, like, I'm kind of relieved that she didn't know. Because now she's going back to Winterfell, right? Because there was that scene where there was a caravan going to King's Landing, and she didn't go with a caravan. She went the exact opposite
Yes,
way.
she's
So
going back.
she's going back home. And she did tell the direwolf that she was going back home. So my point was moot. What do you think that was? Was the name her direwolf?
That's the only there's no direwolf south of the wall.
Aside from her,
I think it's more metaphorical.
Because I watched the first 3
It's
episodes.
not you, it's me. I've changed.
Yeah.
That's what I get
like
from the
I don't
conversation.
like.
Do they
We
still
both have different
Do
lives.
they
It's-
still have direwolves?
Arya's direwolf is still alive.
It's the one where she released to the forest.
Yes.
Like
There are
Mary
2
or something
direwolves
like
alive.
that.
Is Ghost alive?
Yes. It's just not shown in the show anymore because he's too expensive.
Okay.
The CGI. They like dragons more, so they
Yeah,
spend a
they
lot of
spent
dragons.
all of their money on Dragon CGI. Like, the Dragon CGI now compared to season 1 or 2 is... Yeah, it's fucking good now.
Is it better than the Harry Potter dragons?
Almost. Actually, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a dragon in Harry Potter?
Yeah,
Goblet
Goblet
of
of
Fire.
Fire.
Oh, I can't remember that.
And, okay. Here's the thing that I did. I wish I didn't do.
Mhm.
I was seeing posts about, the episode 2, like, I'm so glad I didn't eat while watching. And then I saw that, and I forgot. And I got food ready, and I was eating.
Is this about the feces cleaning the shit?
Taking off Jorah's,
yes.
dragon
The
scale.
apple pie.
Because, there's a character who's covered in dragon scale. It's a sickness. And the only way to
Cure him?
cure it is to remove it and,
Using dragon...
Yeah.
Um,
dragon glass.
dragon glass.
And for every large chunk of scale removed, there's like pus oozing out of his skin, and there's
Oh.
blood. And at that moment, when I was putting the chips in my mouth, I remembered the posts of "I'm glad I wasn't eating." Like, oh, goddamn.
Did it affect you? Because you work at the
I
medical
wasn't looking
field.
at the screen anymore when
Okay.
I was jumping in the chips. I'm glad I wasn't eating meat or anything
Oh, yeah.
creamy.
Yeah.
'Cause
Now,
that would have been too
now,
much.
now, since Jorah is...
What if you were like eating ice cream?
Now Jorah is reintroduced to the story. What do you think will he be? What will be the purpose of him in the
He
story?
could be a messenger or what do you call that? Something crier for something.
A town crier here, something like
Not
that.
really like that. Spread the word of Daenerys.
For the word. Couldn't he use any other person for that?
Well,
Jorah Mormont, remember, he was
Oh.
exiled from the city,
Is-
from Westeros for staying selling slaves. People won't necessarily believe in him.
Is that the guy, the Sir Friendzone guy with
Yes,
the...
yes,
Friend
Sir
Zone.
Friend Zone.
Okay.
Jorah Mormont.
Well, the fact of him like being exiled and like stripped of his title,
Actually-
but coming back, it could like rile up slaves or the poor people.
There are no slaves in Westeros.
I mean, it could rile up the people of that standing to align with Daenerys.
okay, Jorah Mormont is of noble origin.
Yeah.
They won't see themselves in him.
No, but like, yeah, as you said, the fact that he was exiled, but he came back, and now he's going against
I
the
don't-
royal family.
I don't see how a commoner would relate to a nobleman exiled and returning back, which is illegal and should be. Was she excused? Was she pardoned?
Daenerys?
Jorah Mormont
Pardon for...
for selling slaves.
I'm not sure.
Anyways, at the point, he's a convicted criminal, so I don't really get how.
Yeah, anyway, we'll see. What else happened in this episode? Okay, yeah, I did. There is something here that, like what you mentioned about wish fulfillment, about Daenerys and Jon Snow teaming up.
For example, Jon Snow's decision here, everything about it is a mistake. Everything about it
Strategically.
should kill him.
Yes,
This was
strategically.
Game of Thrones, eh.
Mm.
I agree with Sansa. He should have sent an envoy.
But this is how they're trying to set up of the Jon Snow and Daenerys, the possible two Targaryens, the ice and the fire.
They're probably gonna get married because
Yeah.
it's
The
it's the only
ice
thing that
and the
makes sense.
fire, the king in the
Son of ice and
north,
fire.
and the mother of dragons.
It would have made sense if Daenerys
Went
herself came.
to
Because
Winterfell.
in Game of Thrones history, there are Targaryens who went up north convinced the Northern Lords to fight for him. That happened in the Dance of the Dragons.
And where is Dragonstone? It's in the south, right?
It's near King's Landing. It's around east of King's Landing.
East.
It's
So-
very near.
Okay, alright. I thought it was way down south, so, what do you call that?
Before you enter King's Landing, you will have to go to Dragonstone.
Okay.
Wait, Lord,
So, yan.
I'm just stretching my neck.
What else happened to you in episode 2? I think that's it.
we have nothing to add to this.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're just
And
spectators.
actually, people complain that, diba, you know the Euron, right?
Yeah.
He should have encountered Danny's fate before going to the...
Actually, yeah, I was kind of weirded out. How did he get there?
Okay.
They didn't
The
explain,
thing
right?
is, Westeros is bigger than Great Britain. People think Westeros is the size of Britain, because actually it's the size of 2 continents. So the space of water there is the size of Britain. So it's completely feasible of them not meeting each other at all. And naval battles at that time was mostly trying to find the enemy, and that's the main problem. So it's completely possible they would have missed each other.
Wait, can you refresh me on something about Jorah? The last time we saw him was when they were looking for Daenerys, right?
Daenerys.
When Daenerys flew off with her dragon.
Yes.
And then Daenerys was... They watched her burn down the hut in the village, right?
Yes.
How did he end up in the place where
In the citadel.
Samuel was training? Did they never show that? Because
They never showed that.
right.
He was just exiled. I thought he was going to the land of the stone men, to be
yeah,
honest. So I think he took a ride somewhere in...
or maybe he was shipwrecked, and they saw him and they put him there. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm just
Highly unlikely because that's too far na.
I was just too weirded out now.
And-
How did he get there?
He probably took a ship somewhere in Quart. That's the nearest port.
Maybe he went there
Maybe in the
because
Free Cities.
he thought they had a cure.
Yes, actually there was one example of Grayscale being cured.
Yeah,
pero-
but the guy got the grayscale.
Hindi, Shireen, the princess of Stannis.
She wasn't cured. She was just
cured.
not dying.
She was cured.
No, she still has Dragonstone
Yes,
on
she has
her.
dragon souls,
But she's not dying
no
from
longer
it.
sick. So it's kind of cured. He just has scars.
I'm not saying it's cured. It's more of she's not suffering from it
Yes.
anymore. It's not fatal anymore. But she still has Dragonstone.
And then, if you can touch her and you will not be affected. So, okay. So anyways, my point is, Shireen is an example of being cured, and a Maester cured her. But there were theories that the Dragonstone itself is the reason why he was cured. The mere presence of Dragonglass cured Shireen. And the theories that I've been hearing about on how to cure that. And I think that's how Sam will cure Jorah.
But he's removing his scales, though.
Maybe apply the Dragonglass on the
I kind of wish that they just found a way to make him not die from it, but he still kept the scales. 'Cause I think it'd be awesome where in fights he'd use the scales as a defensive tool. Yeah.
I've heard that it's not that simple. Even if you remove the scales,
It might go back
it
or
just
something.
goes back.
Yeah.
Even if you cut, you have if you cut the hand where you have grayscale, it will just appear somewhere maybe in the upper in the arms. Yeah. So treating grayscale is not as simple as taking the scale because it's in your blood already.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's a lot like cancer.
An awesome form.
Awesome
Looking form.
Awesome. Leprosy cancer. That's the closest.
Leprosy is not
The grayscale is like you have a patch of scales.
Think of leprosy.
Okay. Like
As in
Think of tree bark or dragon
Yeah,
scales.
it's more like tree bark. Imagine you have tree
Okay.
bark on
See,
your
I
skin.
don't watch the show, but
No, I'm just thinking,
I
how would
see
that
it on
look like? There's a
Facebook.
patch of scales on like
Slowly growing.
Okay.
Not just patches. Like his whole left, his left.
Your body
torso.
functions calcify. You're,
like, ano,
you're slowly getting fossilized.
Yeah.
So,
Oh really?
That's what happens?
There is really a sickness like that wherein
you look like the elephant man.
No.
with
Oh,
tree
there
bark.
is
No. Wait. Give me a moment. I
I
forgot
think
what
the
it's
does
called.
not give you scales.
calcification.
No. There is really a sickness wherein I forgot what it's called,
Mhm.
but basically what's happening is that you get wounded, right? And instead of skin, the cells form something of calcium. So in essence, every time you get wounded, it turns to bone. So I'm not sure if that's
That's some kind of superpower.
but it's not because
You
you
could-
are essentially very fragile when
I'm
you
trying to
move.
think about it.
Because I'm sure there's a skin condition where, like the tree bark thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's a mix of all of those.
I will research on that shit, but
Anyway,
I
this
found
is
out
fiction.
something like that.
Yes.
And if I were Sam, I would stay away from Jorah. The mere air could have been contaminated.
I think he wants to prove that he's Grand Maester.
Why didn't he use the milk of the puppy for Jorah?
I don't think. Maybe he needs to be awake. I don't know.
Needs to be awake.
Or maybe he doesn't have sources for it. He can't get it. Maybe it's like...
He already stole a bunch of tools from the...
No, I mean maybe since Eye of the Poppy is like
drugs.
important, rare shit. Maybe
It's
they
not
have
rare.
it.
It's all
Well,
over the place. It's used from the north to the south, from Castle Rock to...
Well, at least only maesters are like allowed to give it or something like that. Maybe they have it stashed away and he can't get it.
Maybe it's addictive. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he get that thing in the first place? Is it explained in the story?
There's a bunch. Yeah, it was shown. There's an exiled group of people who live in the mountainside.
He tried to get the short way from the ruins of Valyria. That is where the stonemen were. They were using it as a shortcut.
Yeah, he was infected by people who had it.
Because he took a shortcut?
Yeah, he took the short but dangerous route to a place.
Okay.
He got infected.
They were trying to avoid pirates because that area was said to be cursed.
Yeah, it's not really important how he got it, but he has it. Anyway, that's episode 2. I don't think anything else happened. Did it? They're building the anti-dragon crossbow. That's it. That's all that's happening in.
So it's a ballista.
It's kind
Yeah,
of
it's
a boring
a-
weapon,
It's
What's that? It's like made out of obsidian. Or something.
no, it's just a huge ass
Crossbow for a
ballista.
dragon.
It's just a huge ass ballista. That's it. That's all that's happening in King's Landing.
They should have made the ballista more cooler. Like make it a repeating crossbow.
Paolo talked about something that was talked about in the books about the dragon horn. Someone can.
From what
I thought they were gonna show that, but I guess they're not gonna make it.
Dragon horn
TV
for
thing.
stabbing
comparing
or
the
horn
series
musical
to the
instruments?
books,
Horn
I
as
think
in-
the horn is probably fake.
Why? What does the horn do?
Because if that can control dragons, that should be an important artifact. Pero if that's important,
it's a
it should have
horn
been
that
shown in the
controls
show.
dragons.
Yeah, Paolo said that in the
Like a
books.
footstool.
There's a rumor of a dragon horn where you can use it to control dragons, but the hornblower dies. Like from the impact of the horn or some magical thing about it. But they never talked about it in the show, right?
So it's probably fake or something, or not doesn't really work against dragons.
Is there anything else on episode 2? I think we covered it.
That silence means...
Yeah,
you can
let's
move
do
on.
it. We talked about King's Landing, we talked about Winterfell, we talked about Arya, we talked about Dragonstone, we talked about the Citadel. The wall wasn't shown. Bran wasn't shown in episode
Wait
2.
a minute, why didn't Bran send a raven to to his brother?
I don't know.
Man, I don't know.
Maybe he did, it just wasn't shown in episode 2. He just got to the wall in episode 1.
Okay, maybe the timelines are not actually aligned.
Anyway, yeah, that's episode 2, Game of Thrones. I don't have any other live action
Not
stuff.
sure if this was related, but someone tweeted. I was gonna say Benedict Cumberbatch, but not him. Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage sent out a tweet wherein he was just walking New York one day, and one of the girls one of the people he passed by just calmly said, "Please don't die," something like that. So
He's probably not until, if he is, he's gonna be at the end.
Has
He's
he appeared in season 7?
Yeah. He's the hand / the right hand man of Daenerys.
He's like the favorite character of George R. Martin, so he's not going to die.
He's the favorite character of everyone.
yes, even I don't watch, but I like him. He's like a mini man.
For this, the book
Because he just says quips all day.
the book
He's
readers
like
say
Tony
that
Stark, man.
Tyrion was much more darker in the books. They made him more likable in the series.
Okay.
Okay, who's the character that you're following?
Tyrion.
Tyrion?
And,
Following. As in, like,
Tyrone.
Tyrone Lannister, the secret black brother.
He kind of like the
Yo, you want some out the puppy? This is some dank shit, bro.
I like Sander Clegane. It's pretty good.
Okay.
I kind of like that she's going
Yeah.
to an
Oh,
arc.
yeah,
It's
he
pretty
did have
cool.
a scene.
Yeah.
That's episode 2,
He
right?
saw the fire.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, so definitely he's gonna travel more with the band, and more Lord of Light bullshit.
Would have been cool if I think would he be converted to the Lord of Light? Because if I was living this world and the Lord of Light is as effective as it's shown, I would have joined it.
Yeah,
It's
there's
giving you real visions. He has ghost babies. He's fucking real. Why people won't believe in that shit?
there's actually proof that he
That's
exists.
actual magic. He brought John back to... spoiler.
Not
I
yeah.
think people who...
I'm gonna forget when I watch.
Not right. This God is real. I would
Yeah.
worship this God.
Yeah. Do you think that was his family in that?
Do you remember
House.
past season that Arya and the Hound was traveling and they came across a father-daughter, and the father offered his...
Oh, that was it.
daughter.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the house.
Okay, and Sander Clegane repaid his kindness by simply stealing his stuff, reasoning that these people would probably die at some point.
And it did happen.
And he feels very, very
Okay.
sorry for it.
It's like so long ago. I already
So
forgot,
it's a good point of character
Yeah.
development. He's no longer the same man.
Yeah.
I think religion found him or something, from what I can tell.
Well, that religion's hard to deny. When you see shit in flames,
Yeah, I worship
he
that God.
saw snow in the flames.
And also the guy from last season, the priest from the seven,
He's dead though.
he parang inspired him to be a good person.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
I thought you said you were following him as well, but he's dead. Okay.
that's why I like
Okay.
Sander Clegane.
That's
Even though I think he was cut from the books, he was no longer present.
Oh, really?
He was. I think his name in the books is the Gravedigger. After Arya leaving him as the dying,
he just became.
he disappeared. So at some point, it was hinted to Sansa that Sander Clegane became a Gravedigger,
And then they just didn't
living
care
out
about him.
his life
Okay.
peacefully.
Alright. That's it. It's Game of Thrones Season 2.
Okay. Season...
Episode 2.
two.
Season
You.
7, Episode 2.
What
Who am
are
I
you
following? Right now it's just Arya, because I like the assassin type. It used to be Stannis, because I like the military.
Stannis was awesome.
Yeah, I like, because he was the military guy. He was like the guy with the army, the tactician. And when he died, I followed Ramsay.
I don't like what happened to Arya last season. So the League of Assassins,
That's what excited me.
the League of Assassins seems so boring. And
Okay, how they did the assassin training was kind of boring. But, like, the premise, it was still enough for me to favor Arya over everyone else, so. Yeah. No, that's Game of Thrones. Alright, you guys have any more live action, or are we heading off to the news?
There's something fucked up with my back. Is that live action for you?
You're,
What?
I don't know, man.
Some
Wonder-
guy just
Wonder
said,
Woman.
masyadong mataas yung buto mo dito.
I've
was like,
heard
really?
that Snyder.
Is he a medical professional?
I don't know. She was giving me a massage, so
Oh.
it was paid for.
Massage.
Snyder's completely redrawing, drawing.
Can you wait a bit? Because I'm trying to do some live action showing the screen
Okay.
tactics.
Because that's why I made up with the story, man. To draw things
Sure.
out.
Sure.
No, but it's real. Like, sabi niya, masyadong mataas yung buto mo, lagyan mo ng hot compress. I'm like,
Hot
what?
Baba yung buto
That's
mo.
not gonna work.
I don't know, man, but somehow this shoulder is fucking hurting.
Do you have scoliosis or something?
I don't know. She just asked if I was nagwe-weights ba ako, if I was doing weights. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But
For the ladies.
yeah, and then she kept on rubbing that particular spot na parang may nakaharang or something, and I'm like, God, that hurts. Fuck her. I'm like, okay. So, yeah.
You should check it out. You have that checked, brother.
I don't know,
Have Rowy check it out.
I'm not even gonna touch
doing
my
it.
back.
Let your friend touch you.
Professionally.
Since he passed the licenses, man, if he checks it out, that's like 1,000 for me.
It's okay.
It's like, oh,
Give him a burger.
may sakit ka dito, 1K consultation fee.
That's it
can
can
be,
be like special training for me.
we could video it. So yeah.
What?
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 Let's,
Let's move on.
yeah,
to
that got
the
weird.
news. All right, Wonder Woman sequel out December 2019.
Okay, is it announced?
Yes, it was announced. No trailers, no details. It's just
Just a release date. Yeah, release date.
Yeah.
So, it says it's gonna be out on December 13, 2019. So that's still 2 years. More than 2 years.
And just another reminder for Justice League, November 17 this year.
Guys, do you believe the rumors that since Batfleck will be replaced?
No. He already confirmed that he's still Batman.
But he may be just
Yeah, he
denying
said
it.
in San
He
Diego
may be just
Comic-Con.
denying it, but it's not actually true. Parang,
Who knows?
do you think it's a
At this
possibility?
point.
Or
No, he already said, everyone don't worry, I'm still Batman. He said that just this week.
Yeah, in the Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so they could potentially, going back to Wonder Woman, they could potentially lose Patty Jenkins.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
the
talks-
director.
Yeah, talks with the director, Patty Jenkins, are still...
she's trying to
Ongoing,
make, she's trying to
yeah.
make more money. Yeah.
Yeah, it means ongoing, so it's not, they don't have a director for the Wonder Woman sequel.
And that's why it's all the way to 2019.
Yeah, still 2 years.
Because I haven't watched Wonder Woman, but,
What?
you know...
Oh,
Until
right!
now.
Because
Yeah,
your
watch.
family left you.
Yeah, they watched it on their own.
And that's why you watched Spider-Man with us.
I don't really have money. Anyway, so...
That's why you have to
Yeah,
see
but
shit.
judging from... Because this is what got me worried with Deadpool when they lost Edgar
You're right.
Edgar Wright.
Deadpool, Edgar Wright?
No. Ant-Man. Ant-Man was Edgar Wright,
Right.
supposedly.
Right, yeah, that one Ant-Man. But they also lost the director for Deadpool because they got creative differences with
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. And
Oh.
yeah, so we all know how important the director is to a movie, to a particular, because they direct everything, you know, from the themes to the music and everything like that. So I just hope they get this one, because like, you know how big of an impact it had on Ant-Man, which
Yeah.
which turned a potentially amazing movie into a
Media-
still good,
Just
it's still a
okay,
good
yeah.
movie, yeah, but
The
man,
what
if it-
ifs, the what
yeah,
ifs.
if it was written by, and I've watched,
It's more like Ant-Man was great, but there could have been a different style.
Mm.
Because you could definitely tell an Edgar Wright movie from
Yeah,
like
from
anything
another
else.
Yeah, because I watched the Everything Wrong, the Cinema Sins thingy for Ant-Man,
Mhm.
and one of the sins there was like, you can clearly see what would happen if Edgar Wright,
Yeah.
helmed this movie,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, oh god. Okay, so yeah.
You watched Baby Rider, right?
It's Baby Driver.
Baby Driver, sorry.
Baby Rider.
Did you?
Baby Rider is the scooter.
Did you watch Baby Driver?
Best friends.
Yes,
Did
it's
you watch
good.
Baby Driver?
No,
It's
no.
Okay.
good.
How would you rate it as an Edgar Wright film?
I would rate it a solid 8 or 9 out of 10.
But
But
among
my go-to Edgar Wrights is still
Of
still
course,
the Cornetto
of
trilogy.
Is
It's
it
still Hot Fuzz, then Shaun of the Dead, then
is
World's
it still
Ends.
being shown right now?
No, but you could find other ways.
but because
I
I
find the theater that's still showing.
because I heard I forgot. I think I read something about, you can clearly tell that there's a difference with this movie. Now you can tell that this is his standalone work. He doesn't have Simon Pegg to like co-direct. This isn't like Scott Pilgrim where he has a source material. Like you can clearly tell that
Yeah, it was written and directed by Edgar Wright.
yeah.
Actually, one of the good things about Baby Driver is the soundtrack. It's really good.
Nah.
They even had he and James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, even communicated together to ensure that their movies had different soundtracks. Because if you remember, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 released 2 months or a month before Baby Driver.
Yeah.
So they were head to head in production or in editing. So they wanted to make sure that the voice of their movie in terms of songs, in terms of sound design, was distinct.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, because I think I'm not really a guy of Edgar Wright. Or I've watched movies by him, but from the thing I can tell is that one of the things that's notable from his work, and I think that's one of his signatures, is the actual cinematography.
He's visual comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So he's visual comedy.
Because I think we've all watched the Every Frame a Painting
Yeah.
video essay of Edgar Wright and how he does visual comedy.
Yeah, so that's it. But like what Rowy said, I think it's very evident here because he doesn't have a content writer. He doesn't have a competent writer. Wait, give me a minute here. That
Doesn't
gives content to his comedy, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
It's the writing is here is definitely his own.
Mm.
Do you think
Because
it's better or?
I mean, it is a Hollywood film, but it is also an Edgar Wright film because you could see the humor with the Cornetto trilogy. You could see the humor with him teaming up with Simon Pegg, and the vibe that Scott Pilgrim had. This was a very much an action Edgar Wright film.
Okay. It's like, I think I just read people saying that you can see the weakness of Edgar Wright working by himself
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe
that
compared
would be-
to other his previous works.
yeah, his production.
Well,
posse.
maybe it's just like rust or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a
because,
while,
He's
right?
not used to it. I mean,
Was his last film?
I think his last film as a director was Scott Pilgrim. As a director, but he's been writing and producing films.
Was Scott Pilgrim after the end of the Cornetto trilogy?
Oh no, yeah, sorry, it's End of the World.
Eh.
At World's End is 2013. Scott Pilgrim was 2010.
Yeah,
Sorry, I think that's his last film that he
Back
directed.
to DC.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry, yeah.
The one movie that I'm concerned about is Flashpoint. This Flashpoint could serve as a way for DC to reboot their series. And that's what I'm worried about.
That's
They could
usually
have,
what Flash is used for.
they could replace the actors.
there's a theory for that actually because it all started with Supergirl, the TV series, and why they had a different Superman instead of Henry Cavill. And the theory is that the TV verse
It's
is
It's different.
Or
It's
before.
a different from the DC.
Yeah, because
But,
the,
I
the
mean,
Flash
the-
in the movies and the series.
Warner
and they're gonna use the Flash
Warner
to connect those.
Warner
things.
could use Flashpoint to reboot their series because people have been complaining about their movies for a while, so they could drastically change their universe.
And DC has a lot of reboots, so
so
I think they already
It's
put
too
way too
early
much money into this.
to
That's why
reboot it.
you can just reboot something within 3 years. I mean,
Pero-
it's not Spider-Man.
I'm excited for
Fan Force Tech would
for
like to
the
argue.
who's the Thomas Wayne Batman and Joker.
Woman, yeah.
Joker
What about
woman?
him?
You know the actors from Batman v Superman, diba? The ones who portrayed them, diba?
Who?
The one who portrayed Negan in Walking Dead. Who's that?
I don't watch Walking Dead. Sorry.
Negan, yeah, I remember the guy with the bat.
Yes, he's the one who's playing Thomas Wayne.
Mm.
And
In what film?
eto,
Flashpoint.
you guys Watchmen, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's the comedian there?
That's
Not-
him. That's Negan.
that's-
yeah.
Okay.
Is that him? That's not
J.D.
him.
Morgan, parang?
I'm not sure the name, but yeah, that's the same actor.
Are you sure?
He's a very.
He's younger than that.
He's one of my favorite actors from Watchmen, and I think he would be a great Thomas Wayne because how brutal Thomas Wayne could be. So
Wait, so he still hasn't been cast as Thomas Wayne?
he's been Thomas Wayne in Batman v Superman.
Wait, so what's the point of this conversation?
So I mean,
Okay.
he could be used for
He just
Flashpoint.
wants- Okay.
Okay.
The story of Flashpoint.
Alright, so basically that's your fear that they'll reboot.
Yes,
Yes,
pero
immediately.
I'm excited for watching Thomas Wayne Batman.
Alright.
The bad thing about DC is they're doing what Marvel does, but without the backing. I'm very sorry because looking at this slate, this announcement, they've already announced standalone movies for Flashpoint, Cyborg, Aquaman, with their hit being only Wonder
Angry
Woman.
Joe was very vocal about this. They're using the reverse DC Marvel
Marvel?
route, wherein they introduced the joining movie.
And then the individuals.
Yeah, God, that was painful.
It's okay. It's good. It's like X-Men. Pero it's when
I mean, but their
Really?
only hit so far in terms of box office.
Man, most
or
of the
critical reception has been
most
Wonder
of the
Woman.
Marvel movies are actually mediocre. If the early ones, Captain America, Thor, Thor 2, all of them are most of them are mediocre. So I think we're giving DC a little too hard for the early movies when the Marvel movies were often kind of bad or passable.
Yeah, I think they're passable, but they're not. I wouldn't say they were really bad.
They only got their footing after Ultron, and Ultron was one of the
I don't think it's Ultron. I think the first Avengers.
The first
after.
Ultron
I mean
was
the
already
individual
considered-
movies. Individual movies.
Yeah, Ultron was a dip, to be honest.
Okay, if I could make an analogy, it's what like going back to the first Persona cast A. It's like what Rowy said about P3 and P4 music styles. Marvel has a certain level of standards
Yeah.
They never go below that standard.
Yeah, that's the thing. At least
Mediocre is the worst they can get. And with
DC has bad.
DC goes more up and then down. It's more erratic in its movement, is what I can say.
In Marvel, you know what you know what you can expect. They have found their perfect formula.
Yeah, you could expect a good time because people were felt betrayed by Suicide Squad, trailer and movie, and they had a hard time swallowing the pill that was Batman v Superman and Martha.
But this one was not that bad.
Marvel is
There's
more...
a little problems here and there, but as a whole, it's not that bad. Maybe
What?
fix the Martha situation, make their arguments more believable.
Yeah, but as you said, make
A little bit, maybe adjust a few, like maybe have Batman argue with Superman because ideological differences. And they could,
that was possibilities, but what they presented was really not
Alright,
good.
this is taking a bit too long. Let's move on. We're already approaching 2 hours and we haven't touched gaming yet.
Yeah, because of all the
This might reach 3 hours or something. Anyway, next one is
Episode 20, whoo!
Yeah, Stranger Things Season 2 got its first trailer.
Yeah,
And
SDCC.
Have you guys watched Stranger Things? Am I still the only one in the group who has watched Stranger
I
Things?
watched the first episode.
Oh god, it's just 8 episodes, I think. You can finish it, man.
Fine. I'll download everything.
Hey, you have no reason because you have access to Netflix.
Yeah, you have.
I am going to find a good Wi-Fi and I'm gonna download all the episodes.
You literally have not watched one of the best Netflix shows.
Fine.
Oh, really?
Anyway, just for those who watch Stranger Things, they're definitely upping the scales in season 2. Like another podcast I've been listening to, the Friendcast, it's impossible to think of a bigger problem for season 3 if they're still gonna go with the same setting. If ever there's gonna be a season 3, it has to be a new thing. Like, take the Stranger Things as a brand with the style, but make a new story
With different characters.
because I don't want to spoil it to you guys because I want you guys to watch
please
Stranger
don't,
Things
'cause
1.
I'm really
When you watch the trailer for season 2, you can definitely tell that if they use the same characters or if it's still in the same place, they will not be able to make a season 3 that has a bigger threat or a bigger scale.
Okay.
That's how season 2 is.
One thing I'm gonna ask about Stranger Things, is the horror there really horror? Like, I mean, is it really scary?
It's more thriller, really.
In your face stuff, something like that, or like high intensity.
Is it high intensity or low?
You can
low creep?
feel how tense the characters are.
Okay.
But as the watcher, actually, yeah, you are gonna be kind of tense because even you don't.
Have you watched the one with the blind man?
What?
Trapped inside a house.
What is this?
They plan to steal from a blind man, but turns out the blind man was a veteran. It's that type of thriller.
Only thing I can say about the horror thriller aspect of Stranger Things is it's a big part of it, but it's not all about making you scared. A huge part of it is also the characters figuring out what's happening. And you're with them now. You actually don't have a clue what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
Because unlike other dramas and thrillers, like there are times when the watchers, the audience, are way smarter than.
Oh yeah, because they're given information that the characters don't necessarily have.
Yes.
So, okay.
In Stranger Things, you are with the characters
so
in
you're
terms
along
of
for the
knowledge.
ride. Okay.
Yes, they don't show you what the threat is way ahead of the characters. Like, you're there with them trying to figure things out.
Okay, so you know what they know. So something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a really good show. I didn't think I'd enjoy a show where kids are the main characters, but I do. So, I really suggest you guys check it out. Anyway, Stranger Things Season 2, October 27.
Okay, so we still have time to catch up on it.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Nam soon. I'm gonna watch that on
Nam? Vietnam?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gonna
Wow.
visit
You're gonna visit
Jethro?
Jethro?
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
Vision
right.
Jethro.
No, I'm just vacation stuff.
Okay. And we also have the first trailer for Ready Player One.
Oh, yeah.
Who here has read the book? I did. It's
No.
it's the one and only novel I've finished within the
Was it
past
good?
5 years.
Was it good?
As a gamer, as someone who likes, who grew up with geek culture like Star Wars and Dungeons and Dragons, yes, it was enjoyable. I finished the book. That's all you need to know how good it is for like people like us. I don't read books, unless it's for studying. I don't read books, and this made me finish it.
I don't read books.
I
So
finished
what's the
this one.
story about?
Ready Player One is about the dystopian future where, like, everything is fucked up, resources are running out, and only the rich have, like, means to live a good life. But there is something called, I forgot what it's called, but they have a VR, where VR is the norm.
Okay.
You can get a cheap VR set that is the new computer. There are no more computers in this world. It's all head-mounted VR shit.
Okay.
And the main premise of this is the person who made the VR device and made it accessible to everyone in the world also made a game. It's the biggest MMO game in this universe. It's called Oasis. Or I think Oasis was the VR.
Okay.
Anyway, the maker of the VR also made a game.
Sounds like Sword Art Online, eh?
No, I think
This
it's
is
more
better.
it's more of Greed.
Yeah.
Greed Island Arc and Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, the way this works is the maker died.
Yeah.
But
But he left a fortune.
he left a video where inside the game are 3 keys, and if you find these 3 keys, you will win. You will inherit all of my fortune. And he's like Bill Gates level, one of the richest men in the world. So like, shit. In a timeline where 70% of people are living in shit, and the only way to escape the world is through this VR device. Like,
Yeah,
people are like searching every fucking nook and cranny of this game, and for 5 years, I think no one even found a clue for the first key. So like, that's the premise. And then the main character was the first. The way this works is there's a scoreboard in a website. There's a blank list of names, blank list of points. Like, after 5 or 7 years, I think, you can find for the first time like the main character's name and then points. So like, shit, it's a big deal because people were starting to forget, or they were starting to give up, and it's probably just a lie, or it's just an urban legend, it's a myth. And then boom, scoreboard updated for the first time in 7 years. Holy shit, this is real. And then that's where it goes.
Yeah.
So people want him dead or want his
No, they want to compete.
with the main character?
I don't want to spoil.
Okay.
But
There might be people who want him dead.
Is this a franchise?
No, it's one book.
it's
one book.
something like, this is real. The stakes are raised.
The stakes is Bill Gates' fortune. Okay? That's it. Imagine how people would react to
Is
that.
it similar to National Treasure by Nicolas Cage?
No.
No, it's a VR game.
They're in a game.
If you guys have watched or read Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter, the premise is similar to an arc they had in the anime and the manga.
Is it that tournament arc?
No, it's not a tournament.
Isn't the entire thing a tournament?
No. The first, okay.
Because that's all I remember about Hunter x Hunter as a
Hunter.
kid. There's a fucking
Yeah.
tournament. And
It's
they're running
one
around.
of the arc. It's his arc
Okay.
into becoming a hunter, a professional
The
hunter.
licensure arc?
Yeah, the license arc. I'm talking about the Greed Island arc.
I don't remember
know.
that arc.
Yeah. It's basically like Ready Player One. His father, the father of the main character, made a game with a prize and something like that.
Anyway, one of the things why people love Ready Player One so much is there's so many pop geek culture references like Star Wars. Also songs like Queen and all that stuff. Yeah, it was a good read.
It's not that hard of a book, right? It's just you could finish it in like a week if you read it every day.
I did it every day in the car because we drove for hours every day.
Okay.
Basically, all you need is Rowy finished a novel.
Sure.
That's all you need to know. Rowy
not-
finished a fucking novel.
Okay, sige.
A part of it is because he was trying to impress a girl.
Good motivation.
but
I was supposed to not say
But
that.
let's not get into that. Let's
Yes, more than
let's
that.
get into gaming, everyone.
Oh,
What
God.
did you guys
I
play?
can feel you.
What did you guys play this week?
I'm a good reader.
Wait. Before we head into that, this week's
Wait,
what?
since it's about live action, I'm not sure if Arnold knows, but in 2019 there's gonna be a new Doctor Who.
Oh,
the chick, right?
Yeah.
You discussed
I didn't.
Johan discussed his he was the only Whovian who was there
Yeah.
for last episode. So if you two want to talk about it, go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna announce it to Arnold because
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Oh,
if he knew.
the female doctor is
Yeah,
2019
Are
pa?
you caught up with Doctor
No,
Who?
not 2019. I think it's 2018. I'm there. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you caught up with Doctor Who?
No, I haven't gotten caught up with the Peter Capaldi arc.
Wait, so you're still at Matt Smith?
I finished Matt Smith. I started with the 12th. Is this the 12th Doctor?
So you're one season behind.
Yeah, I'm like one season.
You're
behind.
on you're on the previous season.
Yes.
Okay.
Matt Smith's like the 11th Doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
So my opinion on that, and okay, so each Doctor, I still haven't caught up with the Peter Capaldi one because I still have like Johan. I still haven't moved on from David Tennant. It's like he's just so delicious. Yeah, so every Doctor or every actor who has played the Doctor, it has a certain level of
Yeah, they add their own spin to it.
they had their own spin to it. Like I forgot his name. The villain from Thor Dark World. Whatever. The eighth Doctor was the serious one, the aloof one, the mysterious one. The 10th Doctor. Oh wait, that was the 9th. And the 10th Doctor, he's sort of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, the I'm funny but I'm also quick type of person.
So Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man.
Yeah, just like Andrew Garfield. So he's like that type of Doctor, but he can be serious at times. Matt Smith is more of the
Peter Parker.
is more of the quip times 11.
The Quip times 11 flirty sly Doctor.
Yeah, he's more, as a certain person once told me, he's like a baby giraffe. He's awkward, but you want to see him, move. So the point is, and Peter Capaldi is the serious old grumpy guy. So the point is, they have their own spin to it. And chances are they're gonna do that with this girl Doctor.
Mhm.
What I do not want this girl Doctor is with every feminist piece of progressive movement that you can see in today's media, they tend to make it about, woo, women power, we can do everything else you can do, or something like that. I'm not saying that's not viable. Sure, if you believe that, fine. But it detracts from the story. It pulls you out of the story and makes you think about something that's not within.
I just want this
The
Doctor
other.
to be not all about gender.
That's it. That's exactly it.
That's she can be the woman. No problem with that. I just want them to tell just Doctor Who stories.
Yeah, just, if this is a girl Doctor, just be a girl Doctor. Don't be like, oh, this is the
Just
first
be a
time I've turned
don't be
into
a
a
girl
woman.
doctor, just be a doctor.
yeah.
It's like, or something like that. Like, just, like what the comparison I made is like, it's the difference between the Ghostbusters reboot and Wonder Woman. Wonder
I
Woman,
heard that the Ghostbusters movie was actually not that bad, and people actually made it too big of a problem.
I watched it. It was okay, but it didn't,
I
it
think
wasn't as...
It's mostly the fault of the internet trying to make it look as awful as it was.
That's exactly what the internet does. But, but at the same time, it focuses more about that, about how everything is different because there are women now, or something like that. And with Wonder Woman, even if you change that into a Wonder Man, it could still be a very good movie.
Captain America.
And part of yeah,
A better version of Captain America.
and as far as I can know, the only thing that made Wonder Woman a fish out of water was because of the fact that she was Amazonian. It wasn't because, I'm a woman or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. So yeah, so that's it. That's my take. I'm sure they're gonna do a good job regarding, because this is Britain, and Britain isn't really as sensitive as US.
And the US doesn't care about Doctor Who, I think.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Because the
hipsters, yeah?
Not really the hipsters, because
People are allowed to like what they want to like.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, that's my take on that.
yeah.
Okay?
Okay, we
Yes,
can move on.
I forgot to mention it, but Ready Player One, March 30, 2018.
Oh shit, TJ Miller. Huh. He's in a lot of things this
Okay. Right. Games.
Yes.
What did you guys play?
Games.
I play Minecraft.
Really?
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 I found.
Did you get the super duper graphics pack?
No.
Oh shit.
My computer can't handle
From
that.
Xbox. So how was your Minecraft experience?
I found an underwater temple and I tamed it.
Oh yeah, that's one
You
of the newest
tamed
additions.
an
temple?
underwater temple?
Yes.
That's one of the new additions.
Metaphorically
Dati.
speaking.
How do you metaphorically tame?
Well, I make it a little bit livable. I killed.
Oh.
Okay.
You lived there. Did you kill the Guardian?
Yes.
Okay.
All three of them.
So that's one of the bosses there.
It's so pretty annoying. Eh. You can't bind shit as long as they are alive. Eh.
Yeah. They
They have
will
a
attack you.
curse of fatigue, mining fatigue.
Yeah, whenever you go underwater, fatigue is 4 times.
Just
I didn't even know you played Minecraft.
when I was hobo and still a hobo, I play Minecraft to pass my time.
Well, you have a purpose to go outside now, so.
Yeah.
You're not really a hobo.
Take your classes, man.
Yeah, take your
Yeah.
classes.
I miss hobo days.
God. Alright.
You know,
That's your Minecraft story.
Yes.
Right.
Pero
Mike.
actually, I kind of cheated a bit. Eh. What I do is save my files.
Mark
eh.
the cheater.
I took the save files and took them in another
What?
folder.
Yeah, and then
So when I die, I just.
Oh, you reload.
If I
you save scum.
Yeah, you save scum. That's
save,
big.
How is that cheating in
it's kind of
Minecraft?
cheating. It's not part of the gaming.
What happens when you die, buddy? You lose your shit.
You
You
lose
lose your
everything.
levels. You start. from
Alright,
the
so
one.
it is cheating.
Yeah, it is save scumming.
Because
Okay.
you're doing things not intended by game rules.
Okay.
Right. In terms of my games, I've just been continuing Tales of Berseria.
Mhm.
Tales of Berseria is slowly, if not yet, slowly becoming my favorite Tales game.
Oh,
Yes.
really? Really
Yes.
now?
Because
Okay.
the story is so fresh in that Tales games is just anime in game form. It's pure anime tropes. It's just tropes.
Mhm.
It's a guilty pleasure in the JRPG in JRPG gamers. But the reason why Tales of Berseria is so engaging is because it deconstructs the usual Tales Tales genre, where in Tales it's usually you're trying to save the world.
Usually all JRPGs
that's
are
JRPG.
saving the world.
As in, that's what your characters are thinking.
Yeah.
We have to solve this problem to save the world.
Mhm.
Tales of Berseria happens in the same world as the previous game, Tales of Zestiria. In Tales of Zestiria, you play as Sorey, who is called the Seraph. He is basically Jesus.
Okay.
He's the Messiah who's supposed to have the 4 major elemental seraphs and destroy and remove a malevolence from the world.
To be balanced.
So yes, you are playing as the Avatar. So
Okay.
that's the premise of the game. You're saving the world because you're a big buff hero man. In Tales of Berseria, you're playing as a girl who became a demon, and her main
Journey to Revenge or something like
yes,
that.
her main goal
Mhm.
is to murder Jesus,
Oh.
to murder the current Seraph.
A demon chick. It's good points.
But
Your
correct me
part,
if-
yeah,
correct me
okay.
if I'm wrong, but Tales of Berseria is a sequel to
It's a
Zestiria.
it's a prequel.
Okay, so
It's 1,000 years
years.
set before Zestiria.
Okay.
So yeah, never has that happened in a Tales game.
Mhm.
The worst character, not in writing, I mean as personality.
Mhm.
The worst character that you could get is pre-character character development Luke. Where he's a douchebag who doesn't care about anyone, and I'm the fucking prince, do this for me.
Okay.
Like, the, pre-character development Luke and Velvet, the main character for Berseria, are unique in which you're not the goody two-shoes character who's trying to do the good thing, who's not trying to help. Like, Velvet is here to use anyone that she can, anyone is considered as a tool, to murder the current savior of the world because of a personal grudge.
Okay.
That, like,
Seems like an interesting story.
And your party mates is another demon whose main purpose is trying to kill his brother, a witch who's trying to double cross you almost like 10 times in the first half of the game, and she's only using your party for her own needs. Like a pirate who's only using your party to get like it's a group
Sounds
of
like a Suicide Squad.
it's a group of douchebags.
Suicide Squad.
Yes, this has never happened.
Mischiefs.
Yeah, this has never happened in a Tales game before.
pretty good,
And
eh?
it's the usual anime tropes, but like, as a Tales game, it's fresh.
Okay.
You're not controlling a bunch of friends na, yeah, let's save the world, let's help them. No, these are a bunch of douchebags using each other
For their own
for their
personal-
own purposes.
Yeah.
Now I'm reaching in the point where they are interacting as friends. And
Okay.
it doesn't feel forced.
I was gonna say that. It's like, you better be careful with there, because there's gonna be a point where, okay, we used to use each other.
Yeah. No.
Now we're all
No,
friends.
it doesn't feel forced. It's not the, it's like,
What was the
there
breaking,
is character development happening.
what was the breaking point where they start to become friends?
There's no exact point. It's just all throughout the
gradual,
yeah,
like
it's
real life.
all throughout the journey. They're getting to know each other. These characters are
Sheer
learning.
proximity.
Yeah, they're learning different aspects of the world that they haven't really thought about before, or like they're discovering shit. They're still douchebags. Their group's main goal is still to murder the Messiah.
Okay.
But as a group,
They like each other more.
Yeah, kinda like
that's
that.
good.
so it's a refreshing take on a tale story.
Is the Messiah a legit good guy?
Or it's not the good guy
he-
you think he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
His
so that's
purpose is to save the world and to remove demons from the world. But his mindset is the needs of the many outweighs the needs of the few.
Okay.
So this is the beginning of the game, so I'll just spoil it. The Messiah is Velvet's brother-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
married to her older sister.
Mm.
And in order to like counteract the demon blight, as they call it, he had to sacrifice her little brother to awaken people's senses of angelic beings.
Okay.
So parang ganun.
The brother-in-law killed Velvet's
Little
sister?
little brother.
Oh.
His own brother-in-law
Okay.
for the needs of the many.
Oh, so that's where.
And Velvet is, like, fuck your goal. You killed my little brother.
Mm.
In her journey, she is, parang, because the way they're doing is, he takes this person, turns it into a demon who eats malevolence, which is the corrupting, force in the world. So what he's doing is helping the world, but she's like countering that just because fuck you. But at the same time, she is rescuing those people turned into demons.
Okay.
So it's a weird, she's doing something good, but she's doing something evil, but they both,
Yeah.
I like this girl.
yeah,
This is
There are many shades of gray.
Yeah.
Not just black and white.
it's just,
Seems like a comedy series, to be honest.
Tales is pretty funny with their skits and all that shit. So yeah, it's a really interesting take on
Watch an
Tales.
anime about that.
You can still feel the Talesy of it,
Okay.
but it's, as I said, it's a refreshing take, and I'm hooked.
Okay.
That's all I played.
That's on PC, right?
They have PC, they
PC,
have
PS4, yeah. But I'm playing it on PC. Minor.
Do you play with a controller?
Yes,
Or
of course.
Okay.
And then I'm continuing my Let's Play of P3P, of course.
do you,
Yeah,
for
you
the
released the
controller,
last
do you need to use it?
I
with
use
a-
DS4.
Okay.
Then I'm also playing a different version of Dark Souls 1.
Mhm.
It's a mod where you can't equip anything, but as you hit, you gain XP and you gain random gear. But when you are hit, you lose XP and you lose your gear. So it's kind of like it's just
It's hard. That's hard.
It's
In
just-
addition to life.
yeah, it's just something for Souls veterans. Maybe
So
I'll make a video of
You're
it.
basically stuck with the weapon you start with.
No, because as you hit, when you become level 2, you gain different gear.
Oh,
But when you're hit, you go back to level 1.
I'm like, the item degrades with every...
So yeah, it's just a different way to play Dark Souls 1 for veterans. If it's your first time playing Dark Souls, don't do that.
Okay.
Only do it when you've finished Dark Souls.
Mm,
And that's my gaming week.
okay.
How about you, Arnold?
Yeah, I have some. But before I talk about what I did, I just want to let out like an opinion regarding Walking Dead. The last season.
Okay.
Yeah, so it dropped, right? And the first thing I did was freak the fuck out.
Like,
Yeah, I was like, please, I was talking to Josh, like, reply, you fucker. I need someone to share this with.
I don't care where you are, wake up!
What happened?
But he was like, but
They
he was
announced
like,
the last season for...
Last season of Walking Dead?
no, Telltale, the game.
the game.
Do you watch Walking Dead?
They're gonna milk
I
the
watched
series for as
comics.
long as they
I
can,
read the
man.
comics.
No.
So, yeah, and then Josh was like, but Feebles too, though. And I'm like, fuck you!
Last season.
don't
It says last season.
You don't understand my pain. So anyway, the thing that we like
How many
about...
seasons have there been? 2 seasons with Lee.
No,
this
one
is-
season with Lee.
What?
One season where Clementine is the main. One season where Clementine is a side.
Wait,
Yeah,
there are
so
2
this
seasons
is-
Lee, right?
Lee
The
dies
first-
in one.
Technically, this is the fourth...
Oh.
This is the fourth mainline Telltale game.
Mm.
And I consider this as Season 3 because I don't really consider A New Frontier as Season 3.
Because Clem is not the main character.
Yeah, and aside from that, the story is so isolated. it can not happen, and it won't affect the story of Clementine.
Okay.
That's why that's one of my fears is that because that story is so isolated, they cannot do the innovation that they did there with this one. Wherein I pointed out the example that day when I talked about it was like in season 2, Clementine is one of the final choices was to shoot or not shoot Kenny because Kenny was essentially killing another person, and then I decided to shoot Kenny. So because
Kenny's a douchebag.
yeah, no, don't do this.
Are you part of Fuck Kenny?
I'm
Fuck
part,
Kenny camp?
I am part of Fuck Kenny in season 2. When I was in
Okay.
season 1, I was like, no, Kenny, my bro.
Mm.
But anyway, so yeah, he has gone to the far deep end. So anyway, so I shot him, right? And then in A New Frontier, what happens is the same situation happens wherein the main character is losing a struggle, and the villain or pseudo villain, the antagonist, is so close to killing him. And Clementine, without any warning, just shot him. Just shot the guy point blank, and then, that caused him to get the upper hand and something like that. And then I read up, when I finished the game, I read up, apparently, if you didn't shoot him, if you didn't shoot Kenny, what Clementine will do is just point the gun at him and say, stop, or something like that. Here, what happened with me was like, bang, done. And no warning, no whatsoever. So it got down to that level. It went to the past, and it actually changed.
Triggers in season 2
Yeah,
affected the
and it
New
makes
Frontier.
sense,
Okay.
right? Because PTSD and all that shit. So because of that, because of the isolated story, they did so many things that are, I would actually call it an evolution of Telltale. Wherein choices do matter. It's not that choices change your journey, but you end in the same path or something like that. So I'm scared of that, and yeah. So anyway, so the thing that I freaked out because for this to work, for this to become so good, Clementine has to die. I will not live a life wherein Clementine is still alive, or like there will be like
She has to be broken or something.
yeah, something like that. But Clementine has
She
to
can't
die.
have a happy ending, that's what you're saying.
No, she has to die. Like
Why?
there's no Clementine survive or like she found closure or something like that. Why? Because as the guy who grew up with Telltale, who grew up with Walking Dead,
Don't you think she deserves a happy ending at least?
the Emoto level of shit, like you want her to be or something like that. As a gamer or as a guy who has person, when you found out that she's alive, you're gonna end up looking for her in every in every
You want
Iteration
you
of
want
a
the tale of Clementine
to be
end.
closed?
Yes.
And the only way that you will accept that is if she's dead. Because if
Yes.
she's not, you're gonna look for her in everything.
Yes, I'm not saying that's the only way. I'm just saying that's the best way.
Okay.
That's
For
the-
you.
Yeah,
For
for
you.
me,
Yeah,
for
okay,
me. That's
okay.
the best way it has to happen. If you want to make it like impact that it is the last season, she has to have the Lee style of dying, wherein it's AJ's turn now, or whatever. If she does find AJ or
Basically,
not.
Arnold's saying Clementine has to end.
Yes.
And there has to be no way for her to come back.
Yes.
Like, make it a hard ending for Clementine's story.
And for that to happen, she has to die. That's it. Like, if you want to end with her alive, go. But, I'm still gonna be like, okay, it's okay, fine. But if you want people to talk about this, for years to come.
Yeah, just like Lee's end, something like that.
Yeah. It's like, she has to die, and that freaked me the fuck out. Because as a fan, I don't want her to die.
But at the same time, you do.
But as a fan of gaming medium, or of like the story or whatever, it has to happen. Undertaker retires, fucking, I don't know, Chester dies.
God damn it, man.
For us to appreciate the life they live, they have to die. It's human nature, you fucker. And I'm done with that.
Alright, just
Undertaker's not dead, right?
no, but he's
the
dead. He's dead to WWE.
Okay,
The
okay.
character is dead.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, just more on Walking Dead, A New Frontier. I'm watching the Best Friends playthrough, and
yeah, they
dude, there's a lot of bugs on that game.
Yeah, there are.
There was a part where Clementine leaves the group,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a shot after she leaves where you can see her replacing the male kid's character model.
Like he's just standing, she's just standing on
Yes, on the time where she already left. Like, yo, this has so many
the corner.
bugs.
Yeah, there was one time in my playthrough, Mass Effect style, they were walking out, and as they walked towards the camera.
Oh,
as in
God.
they got near and was like, what the hell is happening, man?
Like you said, you can see a lot of the previous.
Is it still Telltale? They made that game, the new 14.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see that they're getting better in storytelling and using your past decisions, but they're not getting better at the technical aspect of
Yeah.
gaming.
I think it's part of the episodic release.
I don't think they're updating engines or anything because
It's a long cry from the fans.
it's still
Yeah.
the same. It's still not as optimized.
Mhm.
I think Season 1 runs better than a lot of the recent games.
And yeah, it is a long cry from the fans to change your engine, but they cannot do that because Telltale releases games on everything, Android to
Yeah.
to Xbox, so it's kind of hard to replace that type.
Oh,
of
yeah.
Yeah. So, in less depressing news, as you guys know, I don't have any internet.
And you don't have a computer.
Yeah.
You just got your
I
computer
feel you,
fixed.
man. I don't have internet.
So I played 2 games because of that. I was forced to play 2 games.
Mhm.
One is a little bit, I don't know, something very short while. Animal Crossing.
Okay.
Where I picked up my 3DS again.
Oh, finally, your 3DS lives.
Yeah. Animal Crossing. I got bored of it actually because unlike Harvest Moon, where you have the goal.
Animal Crossing is meant to be played in short bursts throughout the year.
Yeah, this is like pure sandbox. Like, nothing. You're here, bam, nothing. It's
Quick, trivia.
You get to choose your own goals. You want to be a tree, you want to
Quick
dig up
trivia.
things.
Matt
Okay.
from the Best Friends failed some part of college because he got addicted to Animal Crossing.
and that's what I'm gonna talk about because here the thing here is like you're a mayor and you have to essentially build up the town and
Yeah, the animals need
you
to
do
cross.
that and this is the most fucked up thing that I was cursing the whole time. To do that, you have to do projects that you have to pay for. You have to use your own money.
Yeah.
What? Isn't like the context of tax? You know, it's like, anyway, so yeah, you have to, like,
Yeah, you beautify the town, but you need to pay out from your own pocket.
Example, you want a bridge, right? Bam, here's a bridge. Now go pay 250,000 pesos to do the bridge.
Wow.
So that's how they do that, and with that, I searched for the internet. It's like, what's the best way to get money or something like that. And then I learned it actually has a stock systems, like stocks,
Jeez.
shares and stocks, a basic level of stock system.
Yeah.
You buy turnips every Sunday, and the other days of the week, or was it, I forgot. But so you buy turnips on one day, and every other day of the week, you get to sell the turnips at random prices. So there's a time that they sell the turnips at like 150 and then there's another day wherein they sell it at 28 pesos or something like that.
Yeah, the currency in Animal Crossing is called bells. Correct me if I'm
bells,
wrong.
Yeah, coins, bells named. So yeah, you have to find out which time is it good to sell all your bells, and that's it. And one of the other thing is that there's an island there, and every night there are beetles, and with each beetle it's like 2,400. So you get all the beetles you can, and then sell them the morning after, and that got a habit. That formed a habit in me. Every time I go home, I put my 3DS.
You have to manage.
Yeah, and I have to do it, or else I'm like, shit, I missed the night, and then I'm like doing it again. So I think that's what Matt was doing. And short bursts, because once you're done with your chores, there's essentially nothing.
There's nothing to do.
But it is so habit forming. And the other game I played was The Last of Us. That I borrowed from you.
Okay, never mind.
And then I called it, I'm gonna call it right now because of the picture thing.
Yeah, the photo mode.
Yeah, take a picture of Ellie mode. Cause like, Last of Us is a good looking game. We can tell that. And because of that, this is a good shot. Hold Ellie, pause the game, do the camera thingy, and then take a picture or something like that. And I've been collecting a lot of shits because of that. And aside from that, it's like, Last of Us really is a good game. Like, I'm not gonna deny it. And
you're the fanboy in the group for Last of Us.
Yeah, I know, but I forgot how good it was because there are still some things that I missed. And like, we talked about Nier and how good it was in telling the side story of characters through music and dialogue, right? So with this one, since there is essentially no dialogue because everyone's dead, it does things with it's like an Uncharted film wherein everything is separated into levels. So per every level, there's always a backstory of what happened in that level, and you find it through notes. And more than that, and this got me off guard, the notes barely tell anything. What happens is where you find the notes. And an example of that, there's this level where you go on an underground sewer system, and you learn that in the underground sewer system, they've created a community with kids. Like, there's like a what do you call that? Daycare system. There's a daycare. There's a classroom that everyone's teaching. There are alarms, sophisticated alarms. They've essentially made a mini city, just like what we do in Rust. Like they did it. And then
are they also naked and running around with rocks?
No, they have clothes. They're clothes.
I would love to see that.
If you were dying as Joel,
And then the level, like, go to 40% of the way through. The level is essentially empty. You're out there, doing the pauses and stuff. And another thing, I'll go back to that. Anyway, so it's essentially empty. And then Ellie, the kid, says, "So what happened to the people?" And then, timing. You see the walkers, clickers, zombies. You see them. And then I was like, "Oh, so that what happened?" And then there's this one area, there's this one room. You can essentially miss it if you're just plowing through the game. But when you get into that room, you can see like little body bags and a big body. And then when you take the note, there's a note there on the underground. It's like, blah blah blah, they've left us. I've been bitten. If it comes down to it, I'll make it quick. So I'm trapped with the kids. And if it comes down to it, I'll make it quick. So you're left to imagine, like, what happened.
Yeah, it's kind of like Dark Souls. It's called implicit lore or implicit story, where you're given bits of details, but it depends on you on how perceptive you are, on how much you want to think about what actually happened.
And how well you have to piece it together.
To interpret what actually is happening.
Yeah. And the thing you talked about that before was like the girl in the night, wherein when you come back, the girl is dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they did that well too. And sometimes, it takes you out of the story because it's like, oh my god, what's happening here? And then another thing that this does well that I wasn't able to see it for the first time was like, they make use, I forgot the term, pero for every good game design, there's always this pause period after every action piece. And that is for you to essentially, one, rest stop.
Like a lull moment.
Yeah, a lull moment. One, rest stop, and one is to take in what
Yeah,
just
what
happened.
actually happened.
Yeah.
Like internalize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in... I can't spoil it because you're not done with the game.
Nier, I guess.
Yeah, Nier does that well as too. Like, after everything that happens, you're left there with the music, right?
Yeah.
So, with this, it happens here. Spoilers for people who are playing the game, I'm sorry. But there's this guy played by Nolan North, Dave.
Is he the gay guy?
I don't know.
We truly are the Uncharted.
Oh my god. So yeah, Nolan North plays Dave. Dave is kind of the main bad guy, but
This is Last of Us, right?
this is Last of Us. He's essentially limited to one chapter of the game, but
Nolan North was limited?
Yeah.
Whoa!
What happens here is that you finally, because this is the part of the game where you play as Ellie, and what happened here is that we learned that Dave is a cannibal and they eat stuff, and they kept Ellie as a pet or something like that. And you know Ellie, tough girl, so she fights the bitch, and then and fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. Ellie runs away, and what happens in the climax of that story is you're trapped in a restaurant, a burning restaurant, and then you're gonna fight Dave off by hiding because you don't have any gun anymore. So you're hiding, and you're a kid, so you can't just straight up punch the guy. So you're hiding, stab, run, hide, Big Boss, Metal Gear 3 style. So, and then like the cutscene happens. And then what happens is here is like, you don't know what I'm capable of. And then he basically sexually harasses Ellie. A 14-year-old girl being sexually harassed.
Is this part of the main story, or is this one of the DLCs?
No, this is part of the main story.
Okay.
And it doesn't implicitly say, but what happens is Joel saves the day in essence because overpowered and whatever. But he doesn't save him. You know what happens? It's like Ellie is reaching for a machete, and then Dave is like, you don't know what I'm capable of, and he's basically trying to do stuff to her. And once that happens, she gets the machete, slashes her, goes on top of him, and then and then stuff like that. And then Joel was like, yo, dude, chill. It's like, no, don't do this. I'm here. It's all safe now. And then Ellie was like, he tried to. So so that what happens, and you're left. And that could be anything, but before that happens, it's like Dave actually holds Ellie's hand in a, sexual way. Like he looks at her or something like that. So, yeah, and that was super high intense. And then after that, the chapter ends and you're left with walking with Ellie in a super quiet area. This is the giraffe moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a super quiet area, and you're just walking, and Ellie, before that point, has been the talkative girl. She's the sassy girl. Here, she's just quiet. And one of the things they did here was that with the NPCs, if you don't do anything, the NPCs will go off and do whatever the fuck they want. Here, when you don't do anything, Ellie will just sit in a corner. Ellie will just, do something. And sometimes she would outright not follow you. And you have to go back and do a little cutscene. So maybe that was intentional. And then, yeah, you can clearly see that this left a mark in her, and the quiet area serves to be like, a thing where you can pause.
A reflective moment to the player as well.
Yeah,
on what happened.
It is so good in terms of storytelling.
Yeah, using the gameplay to enhance the story.
Yeah,
it's not separate. It's one of those not really sayings, but it's how you describe a game. This story will only work as a game. Like, if you turn this into a movie or into a show, you'll get the main point across. You'll get the plot across.
It won't hit you as hard because you were not playing
Yeah.
as them. You were not them for that moment.
Yeah, because if I could do like a slight, PSA here, it's like, dear developers, if you want to make your game engaging, if you want to make your story engaging, do not treat this as a movie.
Yeah.
Treat this as a game, because that is essentially what a game is. It is movie, music, and interactivity with said media. So if you don't remove that, if you keep putting things in cutscenes, it's not gonna have as much impact as it was, like with Rowy for Nier or me for Mass Effect, wherein we were part of what's happening. And I think many developers are doing that right now well.
Yeah.
With indie games more specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Things like Inside Out or Undertale, as you guys pointed out last time. So, what a time, to be alive.
Okay, speaking about games with intrinsic lore and stuff like that, I'm still playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
And I've noticed one thing that's really good, is that they decided to, because they don't implicitly tell you how we got here, how they got robot dinosaurs.
Wait, they don't tell that? Because I was waiting for
At
that.
They don't tell that off the bat. You
At
have
the-
to explore the world.
At the point where you're in, there is no, like what Mark was saying,
Yeah.
the huge, like lore dump.
There was no
Okay.
exposition.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still halfway through the game because I've been exploring a lot, and I've noticed that a lot of the setting, a lot of the backstory, you only figure out if you uncover everything, and if you go through if you find all the data points, if you find all the memos and text. There's also stuff in the backstory that's not explained if you don't do the side quests, because in the main game they tell you Aloy's story, but they don't really tell you how they got the machines and stuff like that.
But if you did the optional stuff, you will find out.
Yes, you will find out.
Okay, that's good.
And for my game week, that's
Horizon Zero Dawn.
that's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Wait, you played again?
Yes, I played
Are you
again.
gonna get the DLC though?
Yes, because of my extended time with the game, I'm planning to get the DLC because it shares more info about the world and the setting that I'm slowly falling in love into.
Yeah, you're gonna love Nier, because Nier is also that thing.
Okay.
It's a bit different because it tells things in dialogue rather than
Yeah, Nier and Horizon Zero Dawn is a post-apocalyptic world, and Last
Yeah.
of Us,
Yeah.
a story of how we got here and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because like here, like with Dark Souls and with Last of Us, and here with Horizon, you're left to connect the pieces from the
Yes.
environment. Here, it's rather bits. I think it's more of the relationship of the characters that because you take side quests through characters.
Yes.
And that's how you find it out.
Yeah.
Through their dialogue and through their interactions with whatever you're doing. So yeah, you're gonna love Nier.
Okay. Yeah, and that's my week.
Yeah. So I'm just not really like major thing, but props to, because I watched his entire playthrough of Nier Automata. Really huge props to Kyle McCarley, 9S's English voice actor. I want you to watch like C and Beyond. Watch scenes in C and Beyond of 9S.
Okay.
Like his voice acting in those parts.
Yeah, he reads the lines, man. That's what.
On my first playthrough, it was hard for me to like fully appreciate. But when I watched his stream and I watched it again, like 9S's his delivery of 9S's lines and those, like, that guy deserves a fucking award.
Is he done with the playthrough?
Yeah.
Because they should make a mod to replace all
The voices with because for those who don't know, Kyle McCarley, his when I was a VA, streamed the entire Nier Automata, and he voiced every non-voiced line in the game.
Okay, wow.
Even things like the merchants say every time, he voices that every time. And the lines where 9S doesn't have voice,
he
voices that.
Okay.
Like, god damn, this guy.
I'm not gonna spoil stuff, but from what you sent me, it's like the parts where he read, it I don't know, it added stuff to me. It added emotion to me in the moment that I didn't.
Yeah, something that was an 8 when I was playing became a 10 when during his stream. Like, shit.
Yeah.
But seriously,
is it on Twitch or on YouTube?
It's on YouTube and Twitch.
Okay.
Like just his delivery on C and Beyond. Arnold knows what I'm talking about. Like the guy's portrayal of 9S was just amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, does 2B also do the same?
When she's in the stream, yes, they take turns in.
It would have been
talking.
nice if she was there too.
No, she goes to his stream.
Oh, okay.
They're good friends. They can't get A2, who is Makoto's VA, Shermily, because she's a. I looked at the voice actor database, I think she's number 8 in most popular. She's a
I'm
huge...
sure she's busy.
She's Asuna in the English dub of Sword Art. She's Lucy from Fairy Tail. She's a main character voice actress. So,
Okay.
wala siyang oras.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Or is that all our gaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head on to some news. First one is Sims
Oh.
4 comes to consoles.
Oh, I've been hearing about
After
that.
all this time. How long has Sims 4 been out?
Because they need more money.
Yeah.
The PC audience pool has been drying up.
Were you the one who downloaded all the Sims?
Sims 4, yes.
Ah, okay.
How's the characters? Well, you
How's the
made
characters?
each one of us a Sims character.
Yeah, for a little bit I played
Then
Sims
he got
4,
bored.
then I got
They're
bored.
dead or something?
They're not dead, I'm just not playing it, so technically they're dead.
Yeah.
Wow, Sims 4 was released 3 years ago? Wow.
The problem with Sims 4 is that it just doesn't have that much content compared to Sims 3.
Yes, and
But-
it doesn't have that open world. That's
but-
why I don't
but-
play it.
But the thing about not having an open world is it's optimized, it's fast.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Loading takes a minute or a minute and a half.
Okay.
It doesn't have the 10-minute long loading extra kerfuffles or
But if you notice, Sims 3 just loads one time. It loads the
Yeah,
whole town.
that-
But
that-
here,
Yeah, but like it's also glitches galore, man.
yeah, that's the bad thing about it.
But I am one of those people who say, coming from Sims 3, open world does a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it adds a lot to the gameplay. Wherein here it's like, I don't know with you guys, but with me it's like I got bored going outside of the
Yeah,
house.
yeah. For me, what happened is, do I really need to go to this location? But because it's another loading screen.
Yeah. I know
Most of
it's-
the time, I just prefer to play within the neighborhood, within my own house, because even if you are about to visit neighbors in the same street, it's still another loading screen.
Yeah. But, it's good. I just hope that what they did, wherein the only, I'm sorry, but the only innovation I can think of Sims 4 was the emotion system. The emotions, wherein certain stuff leads you to
Yes.
modify it.
Like you become
You
playful.
poop angrily.
Yeah, you become playful, you become inspired, things
They
like
could just add that to Sims 3. That could be your Sims 4 right there.
I think, personally for me, the emotions were just another flavor to interact with the world, and didn't add much to it. And you could you could play with it, but you could also abuse it because.
Yeah, because you get
yeah.
more points in learning this skill if you're.
No, I just mean that it's very easy to turn from one emotion to another, because you could.
Yeah, you
Once
get.
you get items that emit.
Yeah, you drink
moodlets.
this, you get this emotion. Or when you wake up, just talk to the mirror for an
Yeah.
hour, you become playful.
Yeah.
Take a sensual bath, you become
Romantic or
yeah.
something like that.
You become horny.
Yeah.
It becomes a meta game with that kinda.
Yeah. I just, hope they do better for Sims 5.
Alright. And next up is Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go Fest was a shit fest. Have you guys heard about what happened?
I did not know. I just heard that the people who went to the
Okay, so,
Pokemon
yeah.
thing.
Last
yeah.
week, they launched the start of the legendaries coming out,
Okay.
and the very first legendary was here for Pokemon Go Fest, and it was in a certain part of Chicago, I think. Yeah, Chicago, where that's the only place where that legendary is gonna come.
Did they say what the legendary was?
I think it was Lugia. It was
Oh,
Lugia.
fuck! Yeah,
So people flew to Chicago for the fest.
That was my legendary,
They
man.
went in line hours just to get to that area.
Yeah.
And when it was time to fight the
release,
legendary
okay.
to catch it, like the concentration of people. This is what happens in UST during the
Paskuhan.
yearly event called Paskuhan.
Yeah.
There are so many people using their cell phones. The satellites can't handle it.
Yeah, that
You don't
area.
have any
Data signal.
signal.
Okay.
That's what happened here. People flew from different states to Chicago for this 1 hour to catch Lugia, and I'd say 70 to 80% of people couldn't open the game.
Oh, fuck, that sucks.
If they could just have released that Pokemon into different states, different
Jeez,
areas.
man. So people are suing Niantic for you weren't ready for this event. We flew like miles.
If I can become the devil's advocate here, I don't really think it's Niantic's fault.
It's more of the technology.
Yeah,
They should have predicted that this will happen, eh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what can you do? Like put up more cell towers? It's not that easy, you know.
And they should have not made such an event.
I think the only
Yeah.
compromise that they could have done here is not just in Chicago. Like you know, have like 3 states or something like that. I don't know.
That's a bad thing if you host it in one location.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I don't think it's a good case to have.
Yeah. So yeah.
Do they have versus now?
Not yet.
No.
Anyway, Niantic offered full refunds for their tickets.
Oh, so it wasn't even a free event.
Yeah, it was
Wait.
paid. You have to pay to go inside.
Damn.
So, and then it didn't work.
Yun ang pwede. Yeah, sure.
And they got $100 of in-game credits. But of course, the people who were like really outraged were those who had to fly
Fly
all the
in
way
from,
to Chicago.
Yeah, from other countries even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not seeking any relief with respect to the failure of the legendary Pokemon because Niantic is offering that. But Niantic is not offering to refund people's travel expenses for coming to Chicago.
Oh, yeah, because some people flew from out of state.
Yeah. The issue is what was promised, what was the incentive that people relied on, and the representations that people relied on to buy a ticket and make travel plans and fly to Chicago. Yeah.
Or
That's it. There's really nothing else to talk about.
or if you could technical side here,
Mm-hmm.
what you could do is it takes note of your GPS location, right?
Hmm.
If it can point that you were in that particular place at that particular time,
Just
they
give
could
you-
just mail you
I think they are gonna give the legendary, but what people are really like
pissed off at.
is the travel.
It's your choice, man. It's
Yeah,
like-
that's the bad thing. Is they didn't force you to go there.
Mm.
yeah.
Anyway, Arnold,
Yes, sir.
For Honor is finally adding
I
dedicated
thought
servers.
For Honor was finally going away. But
Anyway, Ubisoft has announced that it's finally adding dedicated servers to For Honor. So it might be back. It might be time to go back a little bit.
you wanna
Is
do
it
a
too
let's
late?
play?
Is it too
Yeah.
late though? Or you think
Not too late, because this is the reason why I stopped, because the connection issues.
Yeah. 2v2 and 1v1, we can still go back. 4v4, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's, the level differences is too high.
Anyway, it says that we're making a change now because we have a long-term commitment with the game, and we've updated a shitload of times already
Okay.
since launch, and we want to continue to support it. So, yeah, there's really nothing else to say. They're
It's
adding
okay.
dedicated servers now.
It's
I
okay.
mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a
but,
good thing.
But
It
isn't
is.
it a little too late? I mean,
'Cause-
when did For Honor come out?
February.
Yeah, but at the
See?
same time, what was the last game to have this type of fighting mechanic?
None.
Oh.
I have. It's
What?
Bushido Blade.
Okay.
And it came out like fucking 10 plus years ago, so no.
And it's not too late. Not all of the DLC has come out yet.
Okay.
So people could, upon the next DLC, if they announce the dedicated servers coming with that, they could still pull people back.
Okay.
Like, buy the new heroes, and the game's better now.
Yeah.
But at least it's a good thing that they're still supporting.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll definitely.
I am really excited to go back because I love, like, playing For Honor, but
Mm.
really, it's hard to connect.
It's a fighting game.
Yeah.
It's a game you dedicate like a week to and then never touch again for 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Okay. Next one, there's a Metal Gear Solid 5 update where you get to play as Ocelot for the
Oh.
FOB parts. If
Wait.
you know that, that's the part where you invade other people's bases.
Oh,
So I thought I could play Ocelot in the real world
Yeah.
and maybe put MGS5 back into my PS4, but no, I don't play that part.
Fuck that shit.
The online part?
Yes, it's
You know what's gonna happen.
yeah,
right?
it's an online part where you can go inside people's bases and steal their men and put them in your
Look
own
at that
base.
shit. He has slightly better camouflage.
Yeah.
How? how can you have a better camouflage?
The guy who's wearing bright red and pink clothes and has a scarf.
He has a fucking boots that jangle every step.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Hey, Troy Baker.
Anyway, yeah, Ocelot can dual wield pistols and ricochet bullets on marked enemies.
When was MGS5 released?
Sometime last year.
Phantom Pain?
Yes.
Last
Phantom
year?
Pain was sometime last year.
2016, not 2017.
2016.
Oh, really?
I remember I think I was still in Asian. Or is it 15?
I think it was 15.
I remember it was 15.
Yeah.
It was 15. I wasn't working yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what's gonna happen, right? Someone's gonna mod this and put it on the...
Yeah, for PC.
Yeah,
or
of course.
for the regular version. Maybe people have already done it. We're just not sure.
Maybe.
Because I think Ocelot was available for the online. And Metal Gear Online,
yeah,
the versus
okay,
game.
then, yeah, definitely.
So maybe someone already fucking... Yeah. Alright. Yeah. That's it. We don't really play MGS5 anymore. And we don't... Did you even try out the FOB thing? I didn't
I
bother.
tried it once. It was a...
I didn't bother.
No.
Anyway, Johan, Eman, fuck you for not being here. I'm just gonna be hype all on my own. They showed off the
nice.
trailers for every weapon in Monster Hunter world, and I'm fucking hype. Every time I watch the weapon trailers, I keep thinking I wish it was 2018. This is the only game in my mind right now. Like they showed off how like the revamped gameplay, because the way the previous game released is Monster Hunter Generations or Monster Hunter Cross in Japan. They added different styles. There's the guild style where it's the standard gameplay. There's the adept style where you get perfect dodges and perfect blocks. There's the aerial style where you get to jump and all that shit. Monster Hunter World feels like putting all those styles into the core gameplay. And it still looks and feels like classic Monster Hunter.
Okay.
But it's next gen. It's faster. It's updated. And everyone is just hyped. There's no other word to describe how we feel seeing this.
Because when was the last Monster Hunter console release?
Console PS2.
I mean, I think they had
There was a Wii,
yeah,
which
a Wii
which
U
failed
port.
horribly because underwater controls was a bullshit.
Oh, okay. When is this releasing? Next year? Did they offer?
2018, early 2018 worldwide release for
Oh,
PS4,
wow.
Xbox One, and PC.
You're all getting on PC.
Yes, we're all getting it on PC.
Okay.
If the PS4 version comes out 1 month earlier, I am also gonna get that because I am too hyped.
Okay. Sige.
But yeah, just to mirror what the guys are saying, Eman is still hyped for bow gameplay because now you can safely run away from the monster while shooting, which was kind of hard to do
nice.
in the previous games.
Because like whenever you aim, you just
Yeah, you just have to stand there. Now there are moves where you're both dodging back and firing.
Oh, okay.
Johan is still hyped for the Charge Blade. There wasn't really any changes for it. It's still the explosive weapon. And for my own two main weapons, the Encyclave, we now have air dashes. Fucking beast. And there's really no other way to explain this. And my second weapon is the long sword. They're adding more counter moves, which I am really looking
How
forward
can
to.
you counter
play.
monsters?
Oh, you can.
You can?
You can. It's like a perfect dodge where if you dodge at the right time, he does like
A certain move.
yeah, he
Okay.
slashes the air and then God, it's so hype.
Okay.
Are there support weapons here?
Yeah, the bows are pretty much support weapons. There's the bow guns. Because the way that bows and bow guns work is you can coat your ammo in different you can dip it in fire oil, all your arrows shoot
Okay.
fire. You can dip it in paralyzed oil where your shots have a chance to paralyze. And also there's the hunting horn. The hunting horn is a giant hammer-like weapon where its offense is you swing it. It's a
Okay.
blunt weapon. But when after your it's literally a horn.
If you blow on
After
it,
your
you get buffs or something
hit,
like that?
your character starts playing the hunting horn,
Mhm.
and it gives a buff to the entire party.
Oh.
The way it works is every hunting horn has its own song structure.
Mhm.
So it's like the first hit, it goes to a song. It's an attack up, and then you press the attack again. He switches stances. He goes to the healing song, and then you press attack again. He changes songs into the speed up. And then after the fourth song, they all like converge, and yeah,
Okay.
it's a support weapon, yes, but it's a weapon.
You can solo with the
Yes,
hunting
people
horn.
solo with the hunting horn. They give themselves buffs. So you swing, you buff yourself, you get the buff, you swing again, and it's
Okay.
it's hard. Johan tried to main it back in the PSP days, but he's been more into the lance and the charge blade recently.
Okay.
Eman's still in the bow. Yeah, I'm longsword and insect glaive. And that really nothing
so
else.
for non-Monster Hunter gamers like us, what can you say to entice us to play the game?
It's the next mainline Monster Hunter, so you do not need to play any other previous Monster Hunter before. And there, bye Arnold talking to someone again. What do you call that? There, it's fresh, and at the same time, it's still the core Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding new. The game is faster now, so a lot of the old complaints are. It's just still as fast as the PSP because 3DS is not strong. The PSP, I think, was stronger than the 3DS in some aspects.
Mm-hmm.
So like finally leaving the 3DS hell. It's full. They can optimize it. They can upgrade it to next gen shit. They're adding new features to make it more accessible.
I'm just really excited on how online will work here.
What do you mean? Online's been active since Monster Hunter 3, I think.
What I mean is it ad hoc? Should they have dedicated servers and stuff like that? Connect to the player.
It's probably gonna be servers. I think that's how it went with the 3DS games.
Okay.
And one of the other good thing that you guys probably don't know is there's now like in-quest additions. Like you're doing solo, and then your friends go online. Join me in my quest. You don't have to reset.
Oh,
They join you
in, like
during drop in multiplayer. So really, it's Monster Hunter. Like everyone who plays Monster Hunter and follows Monster Hunter is hyped. It's so ready, and I want this game now.
Okay.
When Monster Hunter World comes out, goodbye guys. You're not gonna see us for a while. We are gonna be playing Monster Hunter nonstop.
What? Okay. Give me a minute. So I'm just gonna maybe you've answered this because I was waiting for answer to Christopher's question. As a non-Monster Hunter fan, am I gonna like it, or is it gonna convince me
I
yes
think
or no?
For me, it's a bit. I'm only halfway through the door because I liked Horizon Zero Dawn, and it's just small people using their wits and teaming up to fight large beasts.
Well, it's just watch the gameplay and watch the gameplay and see if it entices you. But even though it's
or you could lend me your 3DS.
Yeah, you can. It's still the same core Monster Hunter, but it's faster. It's optimized. But as I said, at its core, it's still Monster Hunter. It's a hunting game. You go in, you hunt this monster, you get its materials, you go back to town, you
upgrade
craft
it again.
shit from his shit.
Okay.
Oh, that monster, I can craft good things from him. I am gonna go hunt him this time, maybe kill him 20 times to get all his materials to craft that shit. We've been playing games for we're like 24, 23 now.
Yeah, for like over a decade.
Yeah, you guys know your taste in games.
Mhm.
You know if you're gonna enjoy the grind. Monster Hunter is grind. It's a grind. That's it. There's no other way. You go in, you get materials. Did you get the materials? Good. Make shit out of it. Did you
Okay.
not get the materials you need?
Too bad.
Play
Do
it again.
Okay.
You did not get it again? Play it again. What's that? The item you need has a 6% chance of dropping. Good luck. Keep fighting that monster until you get it because there's no other way to get it. That's it. That's it. It's all about the thirst to get that hat.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's working and then getting the payoff. Yeah.
Yeah. You might enjoy the action. Give it a try for that, but that's the core gameplay. It's an MMO. It's basically an MMO. Playing it to get
Oh yeah,
the underwear.
That is a perfect description. It's an MMO.
It's an MMO.
Okay.
You're fighting for loot.
Yeah.
How long did you play the previous iteration before it ported you? Like 4
Fuck,
months?
man. There's a running joke where 100 hours is the tutorial.
Okay.
Because the game doesn't start until you start like equipment hunting and making formulas for equipment. Because equipment isn't just stats; there's also skills. For example, there's a skill that makes your weapon sharper. Of course, if you're one of the bow people, you don't need that. You're going for faster reload or faster
No, here's the
ammo
question
changing.
though. It's like, yeah, like what you just said, 100 hours. So isn't that like a perfect system for portable? Is that gonna work for PS4?
Yeah, that's the thing, because it used to be portable for
Yeah, so you
a
can bring it
whole
out.
for not 2 decades,
Two generations.
2 generations. Because it was portable in the PSP, it was portable in the 3 PSP, DS, 3DS.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So hopefully they at least up the rates, so you don't have to grind as much. But
Oh no, fuck no, they're not changing that.
Okay, so the part of the fun is the grinding.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
like
Oh.
I cannot. I'm so this might just be me, but I cannot see 100 hours for the PS4.
I doubt it, man.
Yeah.
The MH community base is insane.
I'm just saying it's like
No, it's insane.
They're
back
that
then with the
dedicated.
convenience- Okay, fine.
They're okay, yeah. They said it's an MMO, so no lifers galore.
There's a joke where 4,000 hours casual.
Fucking shit.
Because this is literally a no-lifer game.
I mean, I played Borderlands and I'm having fun grinding for guns, so maybe this is gonna hook me in.
Nah, yeah. Anyway, that's it. My hype men aren't here with me, so I can't keep going. So just look at the footage, see if the
Fuck,
action
man,
pulls you
I'm
in.
so hyped for a lot of wrestling shit right now. Josh isn't here.
Yeah. Alright,
Okay.
speaking of hype shit that just came out, we have
Hey.
Overwatch.
Oh, look.
Doomfist is now officially out on all consoles. I'm surprised that
And
it's a
systems.
simultaneous release, because usually it's PC first
Oh yeah,
and then
PC
consoles.
first and then consoles.
Yeah. So yeah, Doomfist is out, and unfortunately for us here in the Philippines, when Doomfist came out, there's a storm, so my ping was kind of high. I only got like 3 games in as Doomfist, so I didn't really enjoy it that much.
Okay.
But yeah, I tried him out in the PTR. He's still the same here, except for the nerf for the range of his
The rocket punch. Okay.
It's not a nerf in the term of he's weaker. It's more of balancing, because it was insane before. He could travel almost as far as Reinhardt's full charge. Now make it,
Genji
take out
slash.
1/4 of that.
Okay, so it's
It's still
long,
far. It's still
still
far.
far.
Yeah.
but not
It's
as
like
far.
a middle of Reinhardt and Genji.
Kind
their
of like that.
matches.
Yeah. So, aside, did you guys try Doomfest?
No.
Not yet.
No,
Okay.
for me.
So aside, there's not much to talk about.
So what does the UI indicator look like to help gauge how effective his ultimate is for Doomfist?
What do you mean UI indicator?
Well, his ultimate gained the UI indicator to help gauge how effective it will be. Is that the range or something?
Yes. I think there's it says there now which part deals damage, which part
Stuns. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then aside from Doomfist, we're also getting the updates to Reinhardt's hammer. They kind of increase his speed and it increased the hitbox of his hammer. Because there were some, they wanted to make his hammer more precise now.
More reliable for
yeah.
hits. Okay.
I think you guys heard about Zarya's ultimate change, where all mobility skills are disabled.
Oh, so
Tracer can't recall, Sombra can't translocate, Genji can't dash, Doomfist and Reinhardt can't charge.
Yeah, I mean-
Everything is disabled.
that
Reaper.
makes sense because it's a mini black hole.
Reaper, it works just like Junkrat's Trap.
Yeah.
Everything that Junkrat's Trap disables, Zarya's ult disables.
So, okay.
Reaper can enter rate form, but he
But
can't move.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
So yeah. So I think this is kind of
It's a big buff.
it's
That's a big buff.
it's a buff to Zarya, but I think it's also a buff to Orisa and Reinhardt, where shields are more important now. Because people have been doing dive comps where fuck shields, we're going in.
Okay.
So now if a Zarya catches your team, you need an Orisa or a Reinhardt to have a sustained shield, because Winston's shield is not gonna last long.
Yep.
on a bigger picture, this is an adjustment more to the dive comp.
Yeah, they're trying to counter dive comps. McCree's flashbang has a slow after the stun.
Yeah.
Because the way it works is the stun didn't last long enough for McCree to land hits on consistently take out flankers.
Mm-hmm.
So this is increasing his anti-flanker ability, which is kind of his role in the first place. And Reaper Shadow Step, the sound effect and the voiceover kind of decreased in distance so that he can be a little bit more stealthy.
Yeah.
It's not really a big change. It's just quality of life.
Okay.
And then they also added new voice lines for Diva's defense matrix, where she this is ults.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she eats up Zarya's like graviton, like she makes a quip about the graviton or something like that. I forgot the actual lines, but it's just specific to what she counters.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah. And then they also improved the highlight system, where you can now pick which part of the game is your highlight. It's not always automatically chosen by the game, because we all have that moments where you thought your highlight would be a different moment, and then when you watch it, like, no, this is not my best moment in this game. I want something else. So now you can pick which part of that game is your
How
highlight.
does that happen though?
I think you can click save as highlight, and then it saves the last 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And then after the match, you can
okay.
go to the highlights tab and fix which part is your highlight.
So I thought, like, after every match, it's like, okay, so this is the cool things.
Yeah. And then this also incorporated the decreased rate for duplicate boxes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's our gaming news. I forgot the onion part again.
God.
But I'm returning Meme Watch today.
Oh.
We have two memes. One is the initial D meme that Hill has posted on the Facebook page.
Okay.
And second is the trending JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9, Tokang Ina. I think you guys saw that picture.
Is that the one with
Yes,
Aquino?
with
Oh god.
Duterte versus Diokino.
Oh, come on.
with his stand Star Bato.
Si ano niya, si Bimbi.
Enzo Bimbi.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
The Filipino politics
Yeah,
memes.
yeah.
Okay.
You guys have to see this. The
Okay.
editing is so spot on.
Okay, sige.
God. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the meme watch for.
You can flash that on the video.
Holy shit. 5 months. Longest podcast ever.
Yeah.
We reached past 3 hours.
Okay.
Episode
Holy
20.
shit.
Need to cut this down.
No, not really.
Part down.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, there's...
Do you want to know why I'm not gonna bother cutting your part down? Because I'm not gonna listen to your part when I'm editing.
Oh, that's
No, honestly, I don't really listen to the whole podcast when I'm editing anymore. I'm just making sure that the fast version to edit the podcast is it synced at the start and is it synced at the end? Because if those two match up, it's
Okay.
synced all throughout. Okay,
Okay.
publish that shit.
Okay.
Apply noise reduction.
Yeah, noise reduction, sync.
Okay, we can skip this part.
No, I'm not. I want people to know what I do. I'm doing a shitty, half-assed job in editing.
This is it. This is the behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
behind the scenes.
Okay.
Anyway,
I did not know how stressful that was until I had to do it myself.
Okay, guys.
alright, this was
thank you.
episode 20. Everyone
Yeah,
who liked the
bye.
page, thank you.
Yeah, what's the name of the page?
It's Geeks Games.
It's Geeks Gaming, but the link is facebook.com/geeks9gaming.
Okay.
So that people won't be confused as
Yeah,
to...
why is there a number?
Yeah, why is there a 9 in the email? There's no 9 in
Yeah,
Facebook.
Someday.
Someday.
Oh, wait, email? What's the email, Ochoa?
What's the email, Mark?
What's the email, Mark?
9
Ano?
Oh no!
at gmail.
Tayo na mo, episode
Close!
20 na!
So close!
Alright, fuck you. Stop it. Fuck you, Cho. This is where we end.
Bye, Geeks
God.
Gaming.
God damn.
too. I don't think that you got us too. How? No hands required. Who are you calling a child? Me? Okay. Don't think they're gonna bother us anymore. BRB. Crumbs? Gotta grab more gamer fuel after the match. Nom 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 nom. Play of the game. Diva. My name is all over the Hall of Fame. Hackers shut me down at bat. Look like a clown. I'm on AFK. Hey, Winky Pig. Love Diva. Lucio, how's my favorite international DJ?
I play a lot of music, but you're still my favorite song.
Come on, Lucio. It's time to move on.
Next round beginning soon.
Remember me? I'm back in the game. Ready to win. Come on. Weapon systems buzzing. It's all or nothing. Don't mess with me. This is war. There, two to the one, to the three. Think you can keep up with me? I'm in the zone with the MVP. Ready, get go. Light, camera, scoreboard. Time to show my skills. Come on, team. Get some kills. Yeah, you could be a pro like me. Up, down, down, left, right, GG. I'm out. Yay, Winky Pig, love Diva. Oh, by the way, I know I say nerf this a lot. Please don't actually nerf this, okay?